Boom. Here we go. Boom. And we will clash of minis. Cool. Yeah, okay, so we will go and check. Oh, yep, that is working on YouTube, Twitter, Rumble, DLive, and Twitch. That took me a while. Okay, I haven't slept yet. I didn't get up till late, but I've had a busy day. I've had a lot on. Yeah, I've been driven over 80 kilometers, I think, which I don't know if that sounds a lot or not a lot. I guess it depends who you are, but for me that's a lot. It's kind of close to 100. So it's weird doing this stream. I wish I'd done the stream a while ago. I wish I'd done it back in. I wish I'd done it on the day that it was announced because it was more fresh in my mind. However, I will read out the reaction that I had on the day it was announced. It's crazy. Clash Mini is officially going to get killed after all this time. It's been about 1,000 days in beta. And it's like, yeah, I'm sort of surprised and I'm sort of not. Like I thought there was a serious chance it was going to go global. Taz was so convinced it was going to go global. There's so many loyal, dedicated followers and players of this game. Just like, but I also then note that was true of Everdale, which got killed. That was true of Rush Wars. I think, I don't know. I feel like back then, hello Lynn. I feel like I might have just been a bit detached from reality regarding how that game was going, partly because I was spending so much on it that then I was just able to just keep playing and playing, but I didn't realize till like maybe 3 years later, oh, actually most people couldn't do that. That wasn't how most people were playing, and so then it was sort of giving me a skewed view of how things actually were in that game. Plus, I wasn't in a Discord server, so I didn't really get a feel for it. Although I had a hang of a lot of people chatting, but I can't even remember what most of the chat was saying back then. So I haven't got an objective view on Rush Wars, but I do have I think I have a much more standardized view of. I even had Hip Hop I wasn't hugely on board into, but then with what's called Everdale, Clash Quest, and Clash Mini, I feel like I've got a more standardized view of those 3 games, and which all came out around the same time, and I was in the Discord server for all 3 of them, I think. So yeah, but it's crazy. It's actually getting killed. That is genuinely like, whoa. Especially, I don't know, just sort of, there was like people saying it will just be this next update and then it will become huge in that. But then someone mentioned to me that Draco said that there was going to be an announcement coming, and sure enough, the game is getting killed. I think I was slightly leaning towards it was more likely to be killed. But what really changed my mind was when they announced they were hiring. This was like maybe a year ago. It wasn't that long ago. And they were like, we're hiring on the road to global. And as far as I'm aware, Supercell had never said that before. They'd never used that term, that a game was on the road to global as like in the hiring descriptions for these. So it's like, I'm like, well, then it must be going global. Like if they've been developing it for like 2 years or whatever, and now they're hiring even more people and using the term road to global, I'm like, well, it must be going global then. It's just a matter of time. But here we are in March 2024, and it is officially getting killed. Which is crazy. It is the last gen. That's I haven't seen people mention this and that, but it's the last beta game, the last generation of that time, the last beta game of that time. I just got that Rumble notification. Well, at least it came. It was a little bit late, but that wasn't too late today actually. It's the last It's the last one of that whole era. Of Supercell, which in my view is very significant and a very bad sign for Supercell. Because from the era, because I'm counting Brawl Stars as a 2017 beta game, because based on when it came out, and it did come out in 2017. So through the years 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2025, 2022. That's a 5-year period. It's half a decade, and as of now, every single one of those games has been either killed or announced they've been killed. Currently, Clash Mini is still around, and they said 6 weeks. And so and then I like did it on the thing, and that means in April it will be getting killed. So that's crazy. That is actually crazy. There's the last one of there was no game. Supercell didn't release any games in 2018, so I don't mean to mislead in saying that from 2018 to 2022, but it's like that in that period they just didn't release any, so then none got killed in that time. But then in 2020, 2021, 2022. That's a long period, and now so they've had not a single game go global since Brawl Stars, and that was 2017, and it's like that's crazy because like 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. It's like and if you it's 8 years, and if you exclude 2017, that's 7 years. That's 7 years of all the games have been killed. All the games have been killed. Currently, all they've got is, well, Clash Heroes. People, like, what's happened to that? That was 2020. That was, like, April 2021 they announced that. And that's crazy. We're almost 3 years later, and it still hasn't come out. Technically, you could argue that that's a beta game from that era, but I'm basing it on when they come out. Because technically, all the games when they came out, they were from even before that time. Like, they won't have come out in the same... they won't have come out like the same year that they're developed, typically. But I heard that like they only took 6 months or something to develop Clash Clans, which is crazy, because like how could they spend 6 months to develop Clash Clans, and then the games these days they spend much longer on? Like at Clash Heroes will be at minimum 3 years of development, and it's like there's no way it's going to be 6 times better than Clash of Clans. But the market is just crazy these days. Just a minute, I'll be back. The market is crazy these days. How it's just so saturated, so saturated. And then there's been some more privacy laws or whatnot, which makes it harder for Supercell to acquire new users. Although they've had Brawl Stars has had a resurgence recently, but that is pretty crazy that they will from 2017 have had no new games other than Clash. Then there's the Moko, and there's the Clash, and not the Squad Busters, but sort of briefly came out in 2023. But it's an odd way to do it now, how they're just doing these brief periods in that. Because, like, have they decided there's actually not that much value in having the game, like, continuously played for years? And so they're like, well, we'll just do little periods in that. Or are they... and so there's not much value, or are they sort of saying like, well, maybe we shouldn't do it because it's just like breaking people's hearts by like having this game that they play for 3 years and then just gets killed, and it's sort of like the hope, there's this, you sort of dragging it along, strung it out, and then it's like it got killed, like with Clash Quest, and then with Everdale, and now with Clash Mini. It's like it's crazy. It is crazy, and I think the first 5 years of Supercell were the best. They were the best in virtually every way. 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. I mean, those 5 years especially, but I'd argue those 5 years especially were epic. And I'd argue 2017 was also a good year. And then 2018 it's sort of like a borderline year. Like things were starting to decline by 2018, but it is still like that was the Brawl Stars release and stuff like that. But yeah, because 2012, I've gone over this before, but like 2012 was extremely exciting, and that's when Supercell had these 2 massive, awesome games come along. 2013 was those games were growing, so that was cool, that was exciting. 2014, then Clan Wars came out in Clash Clans, so Clash Clans was doing insanely well, and Boom Beach came out, so that was a cool new game to play. 2015 was like extremely, like that Supercell was doing the Clash, the YouTube Awards with Clash Clans, so it was epic. Clash Clans, I think, had its peak in terms of Google Trends. There was Molt, there was Galadon, there was Nick at Night, there was Godson, there was Chief Pat. It was just going crazy. It was just, and it had the Finland trip, the first Finland trip with the creators back in 2014, I think. So it was just going insanely well. And then they had ClashCon as well in 2015. And then 2016, Clash Clans was still doing well, and then they had Clash Royale come out, which was a massive hit and was their third mega hit, because Boom Beach didn't really become a huge hit. It's done very well, but like compared to the other games, not nearly as well. So their third major hit, Brawl Stars, my goodness. Today I'm a little bit off. Clash Royale, and that did so well. So it was another brilliant year in that. However, 2016 was also the year that they sold. So they sold the company from, I think it was SoftBank, which was Japanese, because it originally Finnish company, and then I think SoftBank owned it, which was Japanese, and then they sold it to China, to Tencent. And arguably, well, it could be argued that that was where they started declining, or why they declined in that. That's, I don't know. It's hard to because I don't know. Like, as far as what they were publicly saying, the internal system seemed to be exactly the same. So it wouldn't appear that that was the reason. But maybe there was a shift in culture, or there's pressures financially, or pressures, and I don't know. But it was like, after 2016, it did start to get worse for Supercell, which was when Tencent bought it, give or take. It was around that time that, like, up until then, it had just grown. I think 2017 was still a good year for Supercell. That was actually the year that I started covering it, but I've been playing their games from about 2013, maybe 2012. I can't actually recall. But yeah, so they had, and so 2017 I still thought was it, that was the renaissance of Clash of Clans, the last final peak of like a popular thing, and that was with the builder base update, which I remember playing May 2017, and that was so exciting, so cool. That was sort of the last big push for Clash of Clans, and then after that, I don't think it's ever surpassed that peak in that. So that was their final thing, and that was really, really exciting. I loved it. I wish I'd been able to be streaming it back then. I really do. That would have been so cool. I've mentioned it occasionally before. I managed to get first in the world, first global for Clash of Clans for the builder base in the first 12 hours of it coming out, which was insanely exciting. I can't. It's just hard to, like, it was so cool. It was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely incredible. I so wish I'd been streaming it. That would have been amazing. But I didn't end up doing my first Supercell stream was in later in 2017, and that was like it was on my laptop, and it barely, like, managed. That was with Heyday. I so wish I'd done videos and stuff of that way back then, but I sadly didn't. I may have done, like, a little recording that I didn't release. I'm not sure, but that would have been so cool. Anyway, sadly that didn't go. And actually, originally I wanted to be a Clash of Clans YouTuber over a Heyday YouTuber, but I thought, well, I enjoyed both the games, but I thought, well, the Clash of Clans market's so saturated. There's so many good people doing it, like Galadon and all that are just so brilliant with editing and everything. I'll stand no chance of doing it. So that is actually why I ended up doing Deflix. Welcome to the stream. Wonderful to have you here, fellow location-based gamer. That is why I ended up doing Heyday, which is crazy, really, to think that sort of completely altered it just because of my perception of I didn't really stand a chance of Clash of Clans. Maybe I would have ended up prevailing at it, especially if I'd been covering the builder base and that. Actually, genuinely, yeah, come to think of it, I could have prevailed. But also there's a very good chance that I didn't prevail. I mean, the builder base thing, that would have given me a boost if I was genuinely coming first in that. But I was still in school in that, so I sort of, 5 watching on Twitter. What the heck? That's crazy. That's actual crazy. What? That's cool. 3 on YouTube, 1 on DLive, 1 on Twitch. Oh, that's actually really awesome. Not sure how many on Rumble, but that's crazy. I'm just gonna check the Rumble. How many is on? Have we got any on there? 3! No way! That's actually, like, popular. That's actually crazy. I'm impressed. Wow. That's cool. Yeah, but that's correct, because yeah, I could have genuinely, like, it could have worked out with Clash of Clans, but then again, I wasn't good at editing, and then it probably would have, like, trailed off. And wait, why is, oh no, got to turn that off. It could have trailed off in popularity, probably. But maybe not. Maybe, I mean, there's some Clash of Clans YouTubers which to this day have sort of become successful, even the, like, quite late bloomers in that. Poor Galadon is just, like, his stats are just so bad now for his channel, which is so sad, because he was just, he was and is a really entertaining YouTuber. I get, but again, I don't really watch any Supercell YouTube. I don't really watch much YouTube, period. Yeah, but I used to watch him. And yeah, but then so did everyone, and that's why his stats aren't good anymore. I don't know, but yeah, it's sort of sad. It's like, oh man, he's good at this, and it's like there's just so little traction on. Man, I look different, because yesterday I did a video I uploaded to Rumble. I hadn't shaved, and I have, and now I look different. I look young. Yeah, I like looking young. So Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy seeing like Galadon's stats so bad, which is partly because he's a lot less interested in the game than back when they were doing it. But I remember even in like 2018, like Molt and that were doing videos, sort of maybe 2018 around that time, talking about how the channels were declining and that, and they were because like around 2018, it just the interest in as we've looked on the Google Trends started plummeting in Clash of Clans, and so then they're like, well, what now? Same with Clash Royale, it sort of like dropped off a bit compared to what that it used to be. So then, and then sort of like slowly sort of led to them being more and more patchy. Galadon's been remarkably consistent with his uploads, but most of them, like Nick at Night and Godson and Molt, sort of all started doing patchy stuff and then kind of stopping for months or weeks. And I think Chief Pat doesn't even upload anymore, so it's like crazy. But I know that feeling. I know I wasn't a huge YouTuber like them, but I totally know that feeling. You sort of like put in a lot of effort, and then you just get hardly any, like not really many views or not nearly as many as you're hoping for, and you sort of just get discouraged. And you're like, oh, I don't really want to upload again. But then you sort of get a bit inspired, and you start doing it again, and you sort of do it for a while, and you stop. And it's just like it's so sad. It really is so sad. And a big part of that is the lack of viewership, which isn't the viewer's fault. It's just that's the nature of the game. That sometimes there's popular times, sometimes there's not popular times. But when it's not that popular, then it just sort of like you get really discouraged, and then you just lose that consistency. Versus if you're just consistently getting it. I don't know. It's just it's real. It happens. But yeah. So then the 2018 sort of started to see the decline of it. Well, I think it started seeing the decline. There was Brawl Stars that came out, and a lot of people did switch to Brawl Stars. So in the Brawl Stars arena, it was going well. With the Clash Clans arena, it got much worse. And same with the same with the Heyday, same with all four of the original games had dropped. So it was just then Brawl Stars, which was a big thing, and a lot of foreign, non-English ones started covering it and did well, and some of the ones that covered Clash Clans or Clash Royale switched to it, but then eventually that sort of then dropped out as well. Even with COVID, which a lot of games did, and online things did quite well, like Among Us, the Supercell ones, they might have gone up a little bit, but it wasn't it didn't last if it did. And then sort of, so then it sort of just, it was just nothing, like after those, first 5 years plus 2017, that was it. No games have been released successfully since then, and none of them have really gone up in it, other than the Brawl Stars released in 2018. But then it was beta in 2017, and so then it's just killed game after killed game after killed game. It's like, this is just so sad, what's happened, but that's just the reality of it. So yeah, it's a bit crazy. And so the Shanghai studio, which did Clash Mini, Clash Quest, Clash Heroes, its record is not looking good now, because 2 out of the 3 games are killed, and the other one, it's had 3 years of development, assuming it's still developing it, which I think it is, and that's still not released. So it's like, that hasn't worked out at all. That's just worked out terribly. That those games, the 2 out of 2 of the ones they've released to me are getting killed, and that. So that's, yeah. So yeah, they had just game after game. They had but yeah, 2019 then still had you could tell Supercell was still popular, because Rush Wars was like boom in popularity in terms of people searching it. Now, it's not perfectly comparable to the other ones, because Supercell never seemed to pick the exact same countries to release the games in. It was always slightly different ones, which would have slightly different total population. But of all the games released since Brawl Stars, or since 2018 in beta, Rush Wars was the highest peak of them all, because people were like, wow, new Supercell game, boom. I mean, technically way back in 2015 they had Smashland and stuff, but then that sort of is gone, and that was quite a long time ago. But yeah, then 2019 was the first next major one of the ones that then didn't get killed. So then 2019, and that still had a big peak, but then once that died, Supercell, when they released beta games, never got that peak close to Rush Wars. Yeah, Rush Wars was killed, and they had the Heyday Pop that came out, so the Rush Wars lasted about 3 months, killed. Heyday Pop lasted about 6 months, killed. And then you had Everdell come out, then you had Clash Quest come out, and Clash Mini come out, so it was like, wow, a buffet of Supercell games. That is crazy, yeah, I think they had 3 Supercell beta games out, and as of like, as soon as April comes, Supercell will have 0. So people are sort of running out of options for beta games, and also, I would argue, becoming tired and what's the word, when deflated or disenfranchised about the Supercell games, because the beta ones are just dead for 5 years. I picked the worst time ever to come into covering Supercell beta games. I wanted to do Brawl Stars, but that one didn't come out in New Zealand. Then finally when it started with Rush Wars, every single flippin' one I covered ended up getting killed. Like, that's just so sad. But it sort of like makes me feel not as bad that my channel didn't take off, because it's like, none of the games that I covered took off. They were all killed. I mean, Hayday's still around, but like, of the beta ones, which I really hedged my bets on and invested a lot of money into it, like a grand on Rush Wars, and spent like just 100 hours the first week and just covered it, and it got killed. I was like, and then it happened again, and then it kept happening, and so it's like, man, it was like the just terrible, which just for a net overall effect for Supercell has been just dreadful, because they'll just be bleeding creators, because all, like, you're not getting any new influx ones, because it's really hard to really come up through Clash Clans ranks at this point, when Clash Clans is a low point, and you already have those established ones like Galadon still covering it. Can be done, but very hard. And then all these new beta games, which would have brought in new creators, just keep getting killed. And so then the new creators don't really get to a, like, big point where Supercell's like, we definitely want to have him on board. It's like, he's potential, but then, but that's then, and the goes nowhere, because you can't get anywhere, because the games keep getting killed. Which I think, and then I feel like then there's, fatigue, that's right, Supercell beta fatigue. And then existing creators sort of with Hayday, I can't believe that, other than Silas and I, which are gone from the Helsinki 7, the other 5 are all still covering it. I'm, like, so impressed. Like, that's, like, insane loyalty. Like, good on them, for, like, sticking at it. I'm genuinely surprised. I thought by now at least, like, one of them, probably 2 or 3, potentially 4 of them would have, of the remaining ones would have stopped. But no, they're all still going. But yeah, I think that creators are, like, just slowly sort of dropping off and quitting, and they're not really getting any new ones. And so that's not a good sign, and it's just not a good sign. And they've just had this no real new life into Supercell. And then, so yeah, you have the ones leaving, and then the new games aren't coming through. And then they dropped the standard. They dropped the standard, which I think was like a very weak defensive move. Sort of just, in my view, like, some could say, oh, well, they've decided that they want to, like, I doubt that they were then adding, pouring lots of resources or any additional resources into these lower standards. I think that they just bled so many creators that, like, we've, like, lost heaps of them, lost, like, potentially most of them. I don't know. Depends what you consider lost. Like, lots of them is probably just way less active, but haven't completely gone. And so they're like, we'll just drop the standards. In my view, it was a reactionary move, because of they just lost heaps. But that doesn't solve the problem and why all those other ones left. And so I don't, and then like, one of them that did Hayday started doing Hayday, felt that he or she, I can't remember, but didn't get any support, and then ended up just quitting. And it's like, because in my view, that the created program thing, the Create Academy thing, it wasn't actually anything, because if it was actually valuable information that you could then do, like, sneak peeks and stuff into the games, they'd have problems with leaks, because there'd be too many people at that level standard in that. So if it was actually valuable information, really, then they wouldn't allow that. And so therefore it's like, well, what they do tell them isn't actually that valuable. That I was very much into, like, sneak peeks in that, and there was like 7 of us or so, that then could do it in that, and then it was small enough that there wasn't leaks, which was good. But once you get too many people, you start getting leaks. Interesting, they had, like, a different threshold for, like, TikTok followers versus YouTube, and the TikTok one's much higher, which makes sense, because the TikTok followers are more inflated or devalued. But yeah, so there was I will get to the chat. I do love reading the chat, but I'm just, like, on a thing, but sometimes I go on a thing for like 30 minutes. So yeah, I think they dropped it, and then they did the thing about the whole, we're doing computer games now, which just, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like, you're the mobile company, you're the mobile king, like, you can't do that. Like, that's just so the ultimate, mobile games have failed sort of thing. I don't know, it's just, there's just so many factors in that. Because I chatted with someone, and he was like, he used to think mobile games would be the future, because, like, everyone can get a phone, but not everyone can get a computer, sort of thing. Like, in third world countries, they won't be getting, computers or fancy computers, but they'll get phones, and so then mobile will be the thing. But then, on the other hand, he was saying, well, and Ben has more changed to no, it's not going to be mobile, it's going to be computer games, because they're more fun to play, because there's more controls and stuff like that. Well, there's all the keybind stuff. I'm not a fan of the keybind stuff, but I don't even know keybind is, like, shortcuts with keys, I think. I'm not very good at computer games, to be fair, which is weird. I don't know why that is, but it just is. I'm sure I'm, like, okay at some. I mean, I'm okay at Agard.io, but terrible Age of Empires Definitive Edition 2. I don't know, I just don't really play that many computer games. I just mentioned that one. Yeah, but I don't know, I still think mobile has potential. I don't know why mobile wasn't doing that well, to be fair, because the device is getting better and better, and so then the graphics are, and the options are. I don't know why mobile isn't just doing that well. I really don't. I still think, I'm still, like, location-based gaming is where it's at. It's like just this genre that hasn't really had much interest and much development, I think, because it's hard and difficult to do that. But I'm a huge fan of that, and it's like the one distinguished genre in my view, in that you actually physically get fit if you do it and explore, and so then it's like finally like a compromise. It's like, okay, yes, gaming can just be bad for your health and that. Like, if it can just be an addiction and bad for your health and that. Here's the silver lining. Here's how we can do it this other way. How about we put fitness into it? And not just because, like, we're putting fitness. Like, it genuinely works really well. It's, like, actually cool. So I think location-based games have so much potential, but there's just so little development in it. Shipyard Games, they've got this one coming out. But they've been going since 2017, and so far none of their games have gone global. Unless this latest one has. I don't think it has. No, it hasn't. So yeah. Anyway, okay, I'll get to your chat. And the one thing about the Clash Mini. Oh man, there's so much I want to say. And I will say it. We'll be here for a while. Yeah, there is a technical silver lining because they say it's going to be revived in Clash Royale, I think. But that might not be for 1 or 2 years away. So it's sort of like a. Nah. It's not like Everdale was like, we're just going to give it to another company and then they'll release it. Well, that was like a year and a half ago, and what's happened to Everdale? And it was already in a great state then. It's like, if they've had 1.5 years worth more of updates, like, that should be such a good game now. Like, they should definitely release Everdale. Also, I think that they should totally, this is the future play, well, they're bought by another company now. They should totally re-release Battlelands, the exact same game as the first version, and then re-release the exact same updates at the exact same time period intervals. Because there'd just be a different audience. There'd just be different, you could call it Battlelands 2 or a new name, or just still call it Battlelands. And I reckon they just get a heap of people playing it and think, this is such a cool game. Just because, like, 2018 to now, there's been 6 years. So the people that were like 13 years old that carried the game back then are now 18, and you've got people that were 7 years old that are now 13. I don't know if it was 13-year-olds carried the game, but yeah, I feel like they could do that. Anyway, okay. I will. This is like weird. I don't know why this chat is like that. Oh no, that's even worse. Why? Why is it? It's like just annoyingly tiny. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's way better. Okay. Here we go. And then I will continue talking about Clash Mini. Such a good game. It was such a good game. And there's so many people that were just so dedicated to it. And loved the game. Although it didn't seem like there's many original people still around. Because I was there right at the start. That was fun. I was the first person ever to max out that first trophy road thing that's probably gone now and then is sort of seemingly irrelevant. But I did do that. And there may have been someone else that did it. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't know. But I know I did it because I calculated it. So that was, and then it created the clan, but then didn't get many people to join, but then I wasn't active, so I didn't expect that. Well, I thought a few people would join, but nah. Anyway, that's okay. Okay, here we go, going. You do look young enough, Champion, I don't think it matters. Smiley face. Regarding Supercell, what do you think about the announced games? Which of them can hit even soft launch? Moko, Clash Hero, Squad Busters. I have no idea. And also, yeah, there's no beta games for people to go to now. And I so wish that Supercell would have allowed you to transfer your currency to another beta game, because, like, they allow you to move, like, and I will be moving this, because how many games did we had Rush Wars, I moved that, my money I'd spent on that, the gems, to Clash of Clans. Heyday Pop, I'd spent a bit on, I think 300 or whatever, but sadly I was just not even really there when it got killed. I'd just been banned on YouTube, and so I just lost that, sadly. Then Clash Quest, I'd never spent any money on, Never spent any money on that, so then nothing was to transfer. And then Everdale, I moved that spending to Heyday. And then this one, I'll probably move it to Heyday. I don't know. I might as well move it, right? Because there's just no point just letting it die. Well, it doesn't really matter if I don't play Heyday again, but I might as well. I will. I'll move it across. But yeah, because it would be so cool if you could just move it from beta game to beta game and that, so you don't have to keep spending $1,000 on the beta game. You know, you could just, you just spend the 1,000 on Rush Wars, and then every time I just, okay, well, it's moving to Heyday Pop. Okay, it's moving to Everdale. Okay, it's moving to Clash Quest. Okay, it's moving, and you just move it along and get $1,000 worth of spending on every game, and it was just the original 1,000, but they don't allow that, so it's kind of annoying. Yeah. But yeah, there's going to be no beta games, which is weird. I mean, I guess there's been periods like that. Like, after Brawl Stars was released, there was like over a year of no, because there was beta then, no. So it was like a year until Rush Wars, just under a year, and then Rush Wars, and then there's a few months before the next one. But yeah, and those other three sort of on the fringe, like they kind of exist, but they're not playable at the moment. So yeah, but like there's like a huge amount during like January 2022. You had Everdale, you had Clash Quest, you had Clash Mini. It's like, wow, 3 different games. 3 different games in beta, and now it's gonna have dropped from 3 to 2 to 1 to 0. I mean, technically there's one that's beta, but they're not really in beta because you can't play them. So they're just under development, like many other probable Supercell games you never hear of. Which of them? Oh yeah, which can? I don't know. I haven't played any of them, and I don't actually really intend to. I don't know. I might. I don't think I'll do Moko. Clash Heroes and Squad. I might, but I feel like it's kind of like the end of the road for me. I don't know, but again, I have been kind of saying that for like years. Not years, but sort of like I'm probably gonna quit YouTube. And the thing is, I have obviously really reduced it in that streaming and stuff. But it's sort of like, I don't know if I'll just keep covering these games. I might. I genuinely might, but also there's no, like, 2 years ago, oh, absolutely, 100% I will. Now it's like, I don't know, man. I've covered so many for so long, and they just keep dying, and maybe these ones will be different. I think I might as well try them. If they come out and use it, if they're overseas, I don't want to have to get this VPN stuff, or if they're in one of the beta countries that then I've got my iPad, like, here that's set to Finland, then sure, if it comes out in Finland, I could try that. But I don't know, because there was the Flood Rush. Yeah, that was like the shortest Supercell game ever. It was like out for like a week in like one country. There's so much chatter on Discord about all. Pardon me. I will be joining the VC later, in Clash Mini, so you will be able to talk to me if you wish. But I don't expect that. But well, I mean, like, you can. It's an option. There we go. I remember good old times with Supercell announced some games and I was really hyped. Now when they announce something, I just see a game which have most probably not. Yeah, I know. I think that's the view of a lot of people, and thus people are a lot less willing to, like, stick it out for 2 years with a Supercell game. Some of them probably hoping, well, if I don't know, this is how I think, like, but then it's because I'm trying to become, like, a popular YouTuber, like, well, if I start at it right at the start, know it inside out, get to know the community, then when it comes out global, I'll be in such a good position to go, and I think there's players who'll be like, I'd like to be there from the start, and then, then once it goes global, I'll have, like, been there. But now I think people are like, look, we've done this for 5 years, and every single one's been killed. So people just, like, become fatigued at it, in my view. There's almost zero motivation to play for many hours, because why? All of my progress. Yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. And thus then there's just less enthusiastic Supercell beta players, like with Rush Wars. Rush Wars, there was just whoa, that first week was insane. We had over 100 people watching the stream. That's crazy. That's crazy. But now it's just different. Gaming seems differently now. Younger gamers, my grandkids switch from one game to another. It is crazy. It is different. And yeah, I've just done the video on Gen Z and Gen Alpha yesterday. I did a video. There's many videos about it, and then I just did a video sort of reacting to some of them and adding on some of my own thoughts. But the companies, I don't know, will sort of be like, how do we keep people on our games? Well, board games are just beautiful, they're just classic. Like, you know, Risk, 1950s, and it's still played to this day. And there's a lot of games that are very old, but then again, you don't play them every day typically. I mean, chess, some people would, but most of the games you sort of like just sort of play every few weeks or months, or maybe once a week. But you know, with the mobile games, it's sort of like and sort of made to be played every day, that's a big commitment that they're requesting, and so people sort of been like, actually, I don't know if I want to do that. Or just, you know, this is interesting, and this is, I don't know, but then I do that in some things, but I don't know, it's a tricky thing, it's a weird one. And it's weird because games sort of need constant updating to be sort of cool versus board games is just there. And I don't know, and then games like if the devs sort of give up on it, well, then you can't play it anymore. But it's sort of dependent. Some of them are like if it's competitive and that and clans to keep you know to that's what makes it fun. And even if it's still there but there's no one playing, then it's not so fun. Although Rootland sort of has an automatic leaderboard thing to update, so they could just sort of have left Rush Wars like that's that. But then to be fair, if they just left Rush Wars like that, I doubt I would be playing it now. I feel like it would just slowly just die off. I don't know. It just seems to be, you know, the case. I think the main point of it's weird how mobile games by default will sort of just die out unless they get updated. That's weird. That is really weird, but it sort of is the case. I think the main point of the issue is Supercell is the players are just demotivated to spend hours on the beta games, even to spend some money. I mean, I agree with that point. I agree that they are. However, the majority of people that end up playing Supercell games won't be core Supercell people. I mean, they'll obviously play, but there'll be a whole heap of other people that have no fatigue from Supercell games that won't have played Supercell games, so won't really, like, be thinking it through that lens. But, like, I think through that lens, you think through that lens, and probably most people in the chat here think through that lens. But yeah, and so then that would have an effect on their early games. But they couldn't. Sometimes they would do the secret release because they didn't want Supercell people to do it, because they would then give a skewed view as to what actually is the game going to be like in terms of popularity. Although, to be fair, they could probably correlate it and figure out, like, okay, these people will spend like $100,000 on the first day, and they're Supercell fans, but then that would translate into like 10,000 spent by regular players or whatever. You're reluctant to spend money. There's a high chance of being losing. If you could get it back, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like, okay, it's dead. Here's your $1,000 back. Yo, that would make people spend way more money, because it's like, if the game gets killed, I get all the money back. And if it goes global, well, I've got a maxed account. So, like, that would, yeah, they could actually, they won't do that, but that would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny. Because then you're not losing an investment. Like, if you put $1,000 in and it gets killed, you sort of lost. I mean, you had a lot of fun, but it's just gone. But you know, if you get it back if the game dies, you're like, I'm gonna put lots in. And then maybe Supercell wouldn't be so quick to press delete, because they're like, we're gonna have to refund like $3 million if we do this. Although, to be fair, $3 million would be nothing for them. I don't know, like maybe 20 million. They'll be like, oh, I don't know, but yeah, anyway. And yeah, so Clash Mini, all those years of development and all that dev time, like 2.5 years of paying all those devs, maybe even $1 million a year potentially. They get paid a lot. So they've lost like millions of dollars. I don't know. I don't know how much. If they had 10 people on their team, 2.5 years. I mean, it depends how much. I assume that they've then lost millions of dollars on. Oh, but then they will have made money through it. So I don't know. Maybe they sort of broke even or whatever. But that's sort of like that's crazy that project is officially dead. Because as of the start of 2024, it was still going. I'm like, what? Like, I think I expected it to be dead by 2023. And then it sort of just kept going all the way through 2023. And then January 24 comes around. It's still going. It's like, what? Like, are they going to release this globally? But yeah, it's so crazy that it's gone. For example, me, I'm not currently playing any Supercell games which is globally released. But at the same time, I tried every... I'm the same. Other than those really recent 2023, that's the same with me. I'm not playing any that's currently released. But yeah, I've played all the beta ones, and I've played the beta ones a hang of a lot. But part of the problem we have is we'll literally have no beta games left. We'll literally have none. All the beta ones, unless they release another one within the next like month, like one of those other three, they put it back in. Which I think would probably be smart too, because otherwise you're just gonna have all these Supercell players, like, and they're like, well, there's literally no beta games left. You've killed every single one of. Not only have we got none left, you've killed every single one that we did. And then there's just 3 that may come out or probably get killed as well. I mean, I doubt all 3 of those will go global. You maybe if they get 1, that will be considered a success. But yeah, I'm with you. And it's just so sad because like we've just had so much fun, but also it's so demoralizing that this just keeps happening. That said, I am waiting for Everdell 2 to come out, and I'm keen to do that. But I don't know how it will go considering it's not a Supercell one. I mean, presumably they'll do global release for it. But yeah, other news, Matt Pat has quit YouTube. Tom Scott has quit YouTube. 2Mad has died, so that is 3 big things that have happened. I can't believe 2Mad's died. That's crazy. He was my age. He was a popular he did like Zoom bombings and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's crazy. He was like my age, and he's gone. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Don Steve is still there, and Gideon's still there, but 2Mad, no more. I've tried why is it? Oh yeah, because the Merge Mansion was covered by Matt Pat, the game theorist, and so Matt Pat, where was I going with that? A Merge Mansion is Metacore, and then I've got Everdell, so they'd probably do it globally, but I don't know how popular it would be. I would think it would be popular. But yeah, that was 2022 they killed it, so it's like coming up 2 years, so some of those Everdell fans will have moved on. I don't know, it's just so sad. I just feel the pain for the Clash Mini players. I really do. I mean, I wasn't an active player of it, but I have played it many times over the years, and I know the pain of like losing Rush Wars and losing Everdell, and so it's like even though I played it in that, but it's like I'm not like no, like I've sort of like kind of accepted it would have been kind of cool, like in terms of the fact that I'd covered it right from the start, and I'd have heaps of early footage of covering it and playing it right at the start if it went global. But it's gone. Another Shanghai studio one, second one gone. Yes, I threw the money out the window since I didn't want to transfer it to another Supercell game. Yeah. Supercell gets in a roll. Regarding PC games, I think there's a reason why Clash Heroes is delayed. I see what you mean. Hopefully they will hit cross-play, mobile, PC, console. Interesting. I don't think, though, that would take substantially long time to program cross-play. I mean, there's even an app for some things that you can, like, put it in, and then it'll automatically program it in the other languages. So I wouldn't think that would be too much of a bottleneck for Supercell to do that. I've seen some people have said when's Clash Heroes coming, but it's like we don't really know anything about it really. But then, well, not much other than that brief video. But and then if that's that video, that original video of the 3 will be so outdated now. Two out of the 3 are dead, and the other one is still not released, and that old video would be way out of whack. It was interesting that they did it like that. That was an interesting move in 2021 to do the 3 games like that. The website has gone from 3, and because then it removed Clash Quest, and it will have removed the other one, and then it will just be 1. So it just hasn't gone well. Shipyard Games will do it in the future, believe me. We'll see. Well, my question is, how will they keep getting funded? Considering they've been, because you're paying these at least 5 of them a lot of money. And they've been going since 2017, and they've got not a single global release game. So it's if they keep getting funded, sure. But then I would argue the same if they'd kept paying the Rush Wars developers to keep developing Rush Wars. Eventually, it would have got better. But they're sort of nope, not going to do that. So it's how much are they going to keep investing in the Shipyard Games? I think they have the talent, and I think they can do it, but I don't know if it will happen. I mean, I think they'll probably go all out on this Wizards Go game with Kingdoms and Wizards Go. I think they'll go hard on that one. But we'll see if it comes a success. I remember Go City. That was I love the Go City videos and Minecraft Earth. That was cool. I wish I'd done a few more Minecraft Earth ones. That one's dead. Go City's no longer developed. It's just crazy. It's because it has to be profitable, and that's the crux of it. It's very hard to make this profitable because they don't just need to be a little bit profitable, but if you're paying these top tier gaming engineers to constantly be developing a game, you're paying them at least 100,000 euros at least a year, and then you got 10 of them. That's €1,000,000 a year. But then again, the games do get a lot, but they have to be like their game just to pay the staff has to be making €1,000,000 a year. So it's like that's a lot of money. Not only that, but you also then have to weigh it. Well, the companies then weigh it against sort of this game, or we could get them making another game in that, because like this one, they're sort of breaking even or making €1,000,000. They're making 2,000,000 euros revenue, and then they take 1,000,000. So we're getting 1,000,000. But how about we get them onto another game, and then hopefully they'll get 3,000,000 revenue with that. So that's competing as well, and that's I think probably why some of these Supercell games got killed, not because they were necessarily not going to be like super successful, but they weren't going to be as successful as other games. So they're like, well, would rather that these Supercell programmers be working on another game, because this one here doesn't look like it's going to make a lot of profit, and we're not willing to spend a whole heap more time on it. I think that is definitely a factor. My grandkids still beg for Battlelands. That was a good game. I hold out tiny hope that you'll play 8 again. It's very unlikely, but it is possible. Unfortunately, all of those things started after. Yes. I think so. And probably, to be fair, Brawl Stars were probably started being built before Tencent bought it. Was it? I think it's March 2016, so maybe not. But that maybe the sort of the cultural influence hasn't changed much. But it definitely. I mean, I can't prove it was Tencent that did it, but it's like pre-Tencent, Supercell was just going up. And it was going so well. Players were happy. It was boomtown, and then Tencent buys it, and then it still goes fine for the rest of 2016, and 2017 still reasonable. It's starting to decline. By 2017 it was declining. 2018 it was really going down, although they did have the final Brawl Stars come out, but then ever since it's just everything's just been killed. Everything's been killed. There's a context line that media can take out. I spent 10 minutes on Flood. 10 minutes, that's not long. At least you tried it. Or NetTease, I'm not sure which one. What is NetTease? Board games for the win. Off to pick up grandkids from bus stop. I'll be on YouTube. Okie doke. The biggest issue is how Supercell game and beta can be profitable if players are... yes. Yeah, I see the dilemma. However, I think that that can't be the ultimate decider, because they'll have heaps of non-Supercell people that will spend money. They won't care about that factor. I mean, you're right. There'll be a heap of us in there that are like that have that in mind, but it's not like I don't know. I don't think that will be that I don't think most people will think through like, I'm not going to spend money because this game might get killed. I don't think so. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think most... I get the thinking. I'm like that. You're like that. There's heaps of others out there like that. But I think the overall amount of... Like, the majority of players, and especially over the period of 2 years, I don't think that you're just going to have, like, almost all of them... Well, most of them spending nothing because of the concern that it will get killed. But, not that you're saying that it would be that extreme, but yeah. I do get your point. So, Supercell, has officially announced that it's getting killed, so Clashmini, and so there's like a movement, #SaveClashmini, and then they actually did, which I think, I think good on Supercell for doing this. They did a Q&A, which had 500 to 1,000 people watching. This was about a week ago on Discord, and I thought it was really good that they did it. And they answered questions from some of the content creators. There's about 9 of them in the VC. One of them was Fran Supercell. Then you had like a couple of mods, and then like the content creators. So I think it was really good that they did that. Versus, it's very inconsistent, because other games like Everdale, there was just, very Well, no, there's a little bit of communication from Everdale ones. I don't know, it just seems like with some of them there was just very little communication. Other ones, it was like Clash Mini, it was like much better, which I think is good, and they should then use that as a model going forward. However, there was still criticism of like if you cared about Clash Mini, then you wouldn't kill it, and I understand that argument as well. I do get that. So there was I don't know, like on one hand, Supercell sound like they genuinely care and that about the game dying in that, but then I can also understand like, well, if they really cared, then they'd invest more time into it and keep trying with it. So it's interesting that they're putting it as a mini game. Well, not as a mini game or a mode or whatever in Clash Royale. I don't know how well that will work. I don't know if it's confirmed if that will be happening for sure. And if it's like if it is 2 years away, I mean that's sort of just like, oh well, sort of forget about it, kind of thing. Because it's just so long. It's like, well, yeah, what are you going to play for the next 2 years? I mean, you don't have to play any games if you don't want to. But that's a long time for people that are sort of like love playing Supercell games and sort of want to keep doing something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Clash Royale thing will work very well because you also have this subset of community that is very strongly for one thing in Clash Royale, but they'll be way overshadowed. I mean, already Clash Royale players, well, at least when I last checked, were really upset because the Supercell was pushing forward this change, which was very unpopular with players, or based on what the content creators said. And it's very rare for content creators to go against Supercell, so it must have been a major thing about this pushing through this level 11, level 16. So it's like, if the Clash Royale devs weren't even going to listen to them, like the community saying about that, it's like they're definitely not going to listen to this tiny subset of players, these Clash Mini players that are like, hey, we want you to like add this to our mode. They'll be like, we don't care about that mode. I don't know, they won't say that, but like, they're not even listening to the majority on major things in Clash Royale. The last thing they're going to realistically care about is Clash Mini, unless they're still the dedicated team for Clash Mini, and it's effectively like a game within a game. I don't know, it's weird. I mean, they could have done that with all of them. They could still do that. Just put Rush Wars in as a mini game for the other ones. They could do that, but they haven't done that. So, that's right. I'm going to get back. I'm going to find my original reaction. Oh, I'm going to be tired. I'll open... Do I open this? Yeah, okay, I'll open this here. Dude. So this was the... oh, yes, I'm going to do that. So you can transfer it to one of the 5 games. Wow, there's still a lot of chat in here, my goodness. Boom Beach. Whoa, look at that. Wow, man, that is quite a movement, my goodness. Hashtag save Clash Mini. I put that as a hashtag here. That is quite a lot of them that have changed their name to that. Although if it's only in this one, it's not that hard. It's not really a sacrifice to change it in one thing. But yeah, that is the one. Okay, I'll get my reaction. And then we are going to play it, by the way. That's my intention. We are going to play it. Have they even updated it since then? CM. Well, that wasn't actually very long ago at all. It was only 5 days ago. Just trying to find it. Oh yeah, that was actually an unrelated announcement kind of recently. As of the 9th of March, that I sent this message. that, like, man, Supercell increased their staff in 2023 by 175. That's absolutely massive from a company that also prided itself in small, up to 525 now. If there are 10 people per game, that could be 17 times games that they're working on, but certainly won't be the case. And it doesn't really matter at this point. They have 2018 to 2023 with nothing. I think they'll kill ClashMini soon. Everdale still hasn't come back. Okay, that one was there. Oh wow, I'd sent messages about Clash Mini. I said Rootland is this on the 14th of March. Rootland in beta for over 1,000 days. I reckon they'll announce Clash Mini is killed within 90 days. Turned out to be correct. But that was a very wide range. I'd have thought they'd announce Clash Mini by the end of 2023, but I'm way out. They've dragged it out immensely long. The final old era beta Supercell game. The gap between 2017 beta Brawl Stars and 2023 Brawl Stars is massive. An entirely different era and genre. That's so the case. It was like this was the last game of that era, of that sort of old era Supercell. Like now the oldest game, the oldest beta game in Supercell now has that you can still play will be 2023, which is very, very recent. Well, 2023, and then the gap is 2017. There's a huge gap between the games, and currently you had this sort of one that's kind of in the middle, like 2021 with Clash Mini. It's like it's not like 2017 era, but it's also not like 2023 and newer era. It's sort of like that mid era, but now that's going to be gone, and so it's just like then you just like basically the OG games, which was like all of them were in the first 5 years, 2012 to 2017, and then you've had 5 years of nothing, and then it's sort of these new modern games. Currently, Clash Mini is the final game that bridges the gap with the 2021 date. Still on the latter side compared to Rush Wars, but still in the 2019 to 2021 period. Not sure what Clash Heroes would be if they ever announced it. It's technically 21, but I'd count it as 2024. I think some games like Clash Clans were developed within 6 to 12 months. Meanwhile, Clash Heroes has been at least 36 months. And it's still not out. I highly doubt a strong correlation between months worked on it and if it's a brilliant game. Like, it's not going to be 3 to 6 times better than Clash of Clans, than when Clash of Clans came out. It's hard to compare though, as 2012 mobile game landscape versus 2022 is so different. 2012 was so open and free. Not many great games. Now, in 2022, insane competition between mega companies. Short attention spans, huge financial pressures, and most games have been tried. The world just seems so much less fun and so much more congested. The nature of the internet has changed. It's become so unconnected. Okay, so that was that. It also, okay, I'll just... Also, today I had, I don't know, it's just, life is just crazy. It's weird having different things align in life. Like, I've got this Clash Mini stuff that I'm covering, and then all this other stuff in life, there's just so, I've got so much on, but there's often so much on. But yeah, today I drove over 80 Ks, so I, went to fuel up, got $70 worth of fuel. It takes about 100 New Zealand dollars to fill up my car, so it's about set. Normally I fill out max, but I didn't have enough money because I had other stuff I was going to spend money on, so I calculated it out. And then I'm like, oh, that means I can only... I had $30 in my pocket, and then borrowed $300, and then I'm like, but then I had $200 that I was spending on raspberries, and then normally I spend $100 on fuel, because I got down to 1 dot. I got down to, at about 20 dots, it's down to 1 dot, and then you run out of fuel. But then there was some jars I'm picking up for $60 for preserving jars, so then you can preserve fruit. So I had the 60. I'm like, well, I'm spending 200 there, and I'm spending 100 there, and I have 30. Then I'll be $30 short for when I get my jars. So that means I have to only spend 70. So I spent 70 on the fuel. So then I drove, and then I got lost because my mobile data ran out. Such a pain because I had just refreshed, and then like, and then it, like, I must have had it on for like a video or something, and then it's like all gone. It was only 300 megabytes that I get, but like if you ration it, it's fine to last you a month based on my usage. It's just like basically a bit of maps here and there, kind, and the odd Brave search. But then it's like, no, it was like only like 3 days in, and all my data was gone. I'm like, ah. And then probably, to be fair, but then I don't want to spend any more to get a new pack. But to be fair, probably the amount of fuel I waste exceeds if I just paid for another pack. Because on the way to the raspberry place, I got lost and was driving and backtrack, like it was going direct opposite direction for a while because it was like, no. So anyway, eventually got to the raspberry place, but I'm like, oh, there's traffic and getting lost and that. Anyway, got to the raspberry place. I got $200 worth of raspberries, like half of them fresh, half of them frozen. Yeah, that very, very good price of $10 a kg, which is insanely cheap. Normally, like, pack and save $20 a kg minimum for the frozen ones. Fresh ones are like $60 a kg. It's just stupid at that point. And I don't really like to buy any fresh fruit or vegetables that's over $10 a kg. That's sort of my mark. I don't want to go over $10. Occasionally, but like blueberries I will. Like, but not blueberries. It's strawberries. I do $2.50 a punnet, which is 250 grams. So it comes out $10 a kg. But if they're $3, which is what it's been, I don't get it $3. Only $2 or $2.50. And it's not rotting. Sometimes they go $2.50 and it's rotting. It's like, no, thank you. But yeah. Anyway, so then I went. So I got the raspberries, and then I said fresh, but then like. Then they like start pulling out frozen ones. I'm like, wait, what? No, I said fresh, cause then I had like hours before I went home. It's like I gotta have all these frozen ones in my car, but they had half of them were fresh and the other half frozen. They ended up being okay, and then I got them in the freezer and they hadn't melted too much. But I'm like, but that was fine. They're a very lovely person, very nice to deal with, very kind and all that. So it's nice to great person that I got the raspberries off, and then I traveled all the way up to a little town called Waikuku and got some jars. So got 24 jars for $60, which is pretty good price because the preserving jars in New Zealand, they're called AG in New Zealand, AGEE, and other similar ones, Greg's and whatnot, which preserve about a litre. They normally for brand new it's like $8, $7-8. But so then I buy them secondhand. A lot of people do. There's a secondhand market for it. It's a weird secondhand market because like sometimes like if you just know people that fears, people are like, oh, you can just have like all these jars. But if you have to pay for them, they actually cost heaps. But yeah, so normally they sort of go for like $4 to $5 per jar. But this one here these were $2.50. I think because they were out of Christchurch, which is the main town, so people then had to drive, so they couldn't get away with selling them for $5, and people wouldn't pay it. So they had $2.50. And they're sort of like the buy now ones are the best than the ones that go to auction, because with the buy now ones, people can just like undervalue it and then you just go boom, and I got it within 15 minutes. About 15 minutes after that uploaded it, because normally they go up for a week on Trade Me. So I got that. I was happy with that. $2.50 per jar. Got them, and then went back and went to a course that I go to on health, food, and health life. It's called CHIP, Complete Health and Wellness. No, Complete Health Improvement Program, run by the Seventh Day Adventists. A very good program. I would recommend it. And so it was a very good program. And then after that, then I came home, and it had been over 80 k's of driving, which is a lot. I don't normally drive. I normally have to fill up my car once per 3 weeks, and I got a fuel station that has discounts on Wednesdays, so I go every third week on a Wednesday typically. Yeah. So that is that. So that was what I was up to today. That was what I was up to today. Yeah, that was what I was up to. Okay, I'm tired, but that's okay. I'm not that tired. I'm just like a little bit tired. But we will get to the game. Oh yeah, I was reading out my response. And then, so that was pre-announcing it was getting killed, but it was sort of similar thoughts that I was going to say before and after. Wow, that was, and then, yeah, just within 24 hours of me making those remarks, then, yeah, I was told that Clash Mini would get killed. And then what was my reaction? I said, no way, that's crazy, so soon. I wonder what date. I'll definitely want to stream it if I'm here. I guess not that surprising, but Taz was so convinced it was going global. And even a few months ago, they created job positions titled Road to Global, which I thought meant they were going global. You have tons of extremely disappointed people who have been with it for years, although not many originals left. Yeah, and then some other stuff. So sad for the players and OG Supercell people. I wonder how long ago Supercell had decided. It was truly so up in the air for so long on what would happen. Did they end up doing the massive update that was supposed to change it? Probably. I just didn't pay attention. Haven't streamed it since about November 2023. So crazy that the final old era Supercell beta game is being killed. Crazy. Truly the end of an era. The last old beta game left. The demise of Supercell. And there was a decade. There was the last one. There was the last game within a decade of from 2012 to 2022. That was the last first decade Supercell game. What else did I say? This is why I should have just reacted it, so I wouldn't be reading out what I wrote. I'd just have naturally reacted. It's sad that a game with potential and so much love from players is getting killed. 6 weeks, late April, that's quite a while. Sort of dissipates the death rather than the next 1 to 2 weeks while it's still raw and everyone is here. Apparently Rootland is still working on another game, which is really interesting. Not another game, on an update, which is crazy because it seems like it's going to dead. Clash Mini, another strung along game. I said, yeah, almost all of Supercell's revenue comes from 4 games. Clash Clans, Brawl Stars, Heyday, and Clash Royale. Almost nothing from the beta games, which are only a few countries, or Boom Beach. And then Clash Clans is their #1 game for money overall and current. And Heyday is second for overall. Even way back in 2013, when spending on games was less, they made $1 million a day from Clash Clans plus Heyday, which is insane. I wonder where the thousands of dedicated Clash Mini players will go. No real Supercell beta alternatives to move to. First, with Everdale and Clash Quest, you could move. A lot of in-development games. Moko, Squad Busters, and Clash Heroes, but none are playable. Maybe Supercell thought there isn't that much value having tons of people play it just to kill it. Or they realize how sad it is to drag people along for so long. The hype of new Supercell games is dead. Maybe Clash Mini players will realize they can't pin their life on gaming. Not that all of them or most of them did, but yeah. Sometimes you can just get stuck into something and then you sort of like lose perspective. I don't know. These streams seem to be pretty negative. I used to be so positive, and I am still so positive about some things in life. But sadly, the future of Supercell games aren't one of those things. I don't know. So then it's like, should I even do these streams? Well, I definitely wanted to say goodbye to this game in a sense, because this is the last one that I significantly covered. The last game. Like, last Supercell game, last beta game, last game period that I significantly covered. Well, definitely Risk I have, but that's not getting killed. But yeah, so there's the last Supercell game I significantly covered. There's those 3 beta games that A, you can't play, B, I haven't played, and C, I may not play. But this one here was a major one that I covered significantly, and so it's like, well, I definitely want to, hopefully on the final day when they kill it, I'll be streaming it. But then I say what I think, and it's pretty negative. I see that's so massive, significant, and symbolic to have Clash Mini fall. Supercell's last old era beta game, final pre-2023, present / extremely modern. That's so crazy. I just find it so crazy that it's going. It's massive. It was part of my journey. Clash Mini. Supercell has truly changed with the death of that. Haha, I truly had the absolute worst run ever with Supercell beta games. I was too young for Clash Royale having a YouTube channel. I wanted to do Brawl Stars, but it wasn't in New Zealand. They had Rush Wars, which I went all in on, killed. They had Heyday Pop, went in on, killed. They had Clash Quest, went in on, killed. They had Everdale, went all in on, killed. They had Clash Mini, went all in on, killed. I had the worst ever period in Supercell history to be covering beta games. I started the moment that all the games for the next 6 years would be killed. That is pretty sad. That is pretty sad, but yeah. We'll get to the game soon. And then they had the VC thing, which I think was a smart move. They did the thing, which I think was cool, and people could ask questions and that. Some people were just like, nah, we're not happy with that. You can't have done that. Whereas others sort of like were like, yeah, we understand. I said people asking, Clash Royale is so pay to win. How will Clash Mini work in it? That was like a question people asked in the VC. And why not restart Clash Mini in Finland? I couldn't believe that there was 500 plus people watching that. Like I couldn't believe there's that many people that dedicated still for that were there. So it was like really interesting to have it. And then they had this really cool thing afterwards, where people then just all joined, because at the start only these top few people could talk. Then they had this thing where people could just talk in the VC, and it was so interesting. I was in it for like maybe an hour, and people were just chatting and doing post-death analysis, or like they're talking about the game and why they thought it did well and what updates worked and what didn't. It was so interesting. That would have been so cool to have on record of how people were reacting to it. It was just because it's like historic. It's really interesting. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people watching. And yeah, but I thought it was good that they're allowing the creators to ask questions and that. I said, it's interesting they're giving it airtime. Everdale never got this, even though people cared about it just as much. The Clash Mini devs have been far more active, which is a good thing. Sad seeing how truly much the creators of Clash Mini cared. Spoob, who I've talked to, speaking so passionately right now about it. So sad that yet another game dies. So they had the VC for maybe an hour, and then afterwards people chatted for quite a while. Yeah, okay, that was my reaction. That's what I can find on my reaction. I could do that Excel chart of the how long it's been. Okay, back to the chat. Kind of that's a heap of raspberry. It was a lot of raspberries. Back on all platforms, cool beans. Hey, just had a small update. Couple of quality of play life changes. Otherwise, same old. Heyday, I remember Heyday. Man, I'm feeling tired. However, I've done everything I need to. So as soon as I finish this stream, I can straight to bed. I very rarely do that. Normally I still have 1 or 2 tasks I need to do. In this case, I've done everything. I've done it all. I can just go straight to sleep. It's going to be so nice. It's going to be lovely. But it's just I definitely want to get some game plan for sure. Yeah, it's going to be so nice though. I don't need to eat. Yeah, I've done my tasks. I've done my teeth. Done my Bible reading. I've done any other tasks that need doing. It's just gonna be so nice. It's gonna be nice to sleep. Okay. What is it gonna? Oh yeah, I was gonna just search up that Excel. Beta. Oh yeah, there we go. I did. That was exactly 1 year ago. No way. Supercell games beta killed or global 21st of March 2023. That's crazy. So it's exact. Well, then it's easy. I can just add 365 days. Okay, let's open that up. Up you come. Here we go. And it will be exactly how I left it, because I won't have touched it since. Oh, that is quite cool, actually. That is quite cool. Okay, here we go. So this was this was it. I should really have put the actual dates in. Yeah, because yeah, and then have figured out how you do it in Excel to make, because otherwise then it's like, well, oh no, actually no, we don't really need to, there's none of these we need to update other than ones that's still going, and this one here, or the date kill, oh, the difference, yeah, okay, that's really interesting. So was it the 15th or the 16th of March, or the 14th? Oh, now I have to find that out, that they announced it. There we go. We'll go Supercell. SuperSight. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Clash. It's just so red. It's just so red. No. Okay. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Here we go. Boom. Boom. It's just, look at that. It's just, that's crazy. That's crazy. And technically, I don't even talk about this game because it was only sort of Supercell. I didn't play it myself. Yeah, that's great. That's just insane. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2021, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2023. It's like, what? Oh no, technically that one's in, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. 14th of March. Wow. They haven't yet. They just said 6 weeks. Normally they'd say a date, you'd think. But yeah, like prior to, although they didn't have that big rough patch there actually. But like from there to there, that was a very good run. Like 100, like from there, 100%, 100%, 100%, 75%, 60%. Man. 66.67%. What are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 out of 7. What's 5 out of 7? Oh. 1 out of 7. It's like 14. 14. Yeah, 14 roundabout. 14 times 5. 70. A little bit over 70. So, like, as of that point, 70. So, yeah, 5 out of 7. It's interesting, yeah, because if you have the numbers, like, the fractions are also, like you got 1 and 7 is also then, like, a thing. And some of them are nice. 4 is nice. 5 is nice. Well, 1 is nice. 1 out of 100. 2 is nice. 1 out of 50. Something like that. And then you got the 4 is nice. The 3 is 30. 3 is okay with 33%. 2 6. 6 I know because of risks, so it's like 1 in 16.6. 7 you got 7's a little bit hard to calculate. 8's 12.5. That's nice enough. 9 is like 11.1. 10 is nice. We're back to 10. So yeah, that sort of works. Yeah, but yeah, they'd have like a pretty good, like they had an insanely good run there. Then they'd like, a bad one. Like, oh yeah, we lost one, but so far we've had a real good run. Then they lost another one. They'd be like, oh, that's not great, but you know we still have, most of them have gone. And then like, boom, yay, huge hit, and that. And then they're like another one, like, yo, another big hit. That's crazy. There was such a long period between those ones. So then, you know, successful in that, and so they'd be feeling pretty good then, and rightfully so. But then it started. Oh no! There's like, yeah, there's the next one. Oh no, it's gone. There's the next one. Oh no, it's gone. This one. And then it's like, oh. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to the 14th of March. But yeah, that's. Oh, there we go. 71.4. Nice. So that's a pretty good rate, 70%. But now what's it down to? It's under 50%. It's like you planned that. It wasn't a plan. It wasn't the plan. That is crazy, though. That is crazy. That was unintentional that I did it on that date. I couldn't save last time. Okay, because then we can add 365. So, we could. I almost like doing another one. This is the annoyance with the. I wish you could then just like save a version. And so it's just like saved permanently that version. Because then you always have the question like, do I then start an entirely new Excel one? Definitely not in this case. But do I start a whole new sheet where like 99% of the information is the same, but then it's sort of like, this was what it was like and this is what it is like. But then, it's annoying. Yeah, we can start a new sheet. Just because then if I sort of mess it up and want to edit it and stuff, then I like to be able to, like, just do that. And, well, this is, yeah, well, then, I'll probably think, if I saw this in, like, a year, or, like, you know, in 7 months, I'll probably be like, oh, that's the same date, I must have done 2 before. Oh, no, that was actually a year later. Okay, so, as of this time, oh, so these ones have all been killed. Oh, that one we don't know. Oh, this is the one. Oh, well, obviously they're not getting killed. Oh, no, this is just confusing having that and that. Why have I got that? Why did I do that? Oh, was it because I separated them out? Root land. Oh, yeah, it's because I separated them out. Oh, I see. There's only those 3 were separated. Why have I done like that? Why is Squad Busters that color? Oh, maybe it was like upcoming. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, what have it been? Oh, it might have been. I can't remember. It's just like annoying having that there. Unless we do that, then we don't have to look at it. Cool. Okay, so that's easy. Because the other 2 weren't released in beta, I don't think. So this is all fixed. It's just, oh, so that was 500 days. Oh, wow. So that means, if that was 500 as of then, unless, I hope I didn't go back and update it, that would then mean you just, so that's 865 days. Well, it's easy as, wow, okay, so that was like still a wee way off 1,000. And then this one here, my goodness. Okay, that one there. Wait, removed? What? Oh, this was Valley. Oh, wow. So it outlasted Valleys and Villages by 100 days. That's a long time. So, oh, no. That's the decision. When was the decision made? Oh, I've forgotten. Oh, it was the 14th, wasn't it? Oh, that was a week ago. Okay, so, oh, yeah, because like, I thought, like, it was a while ago, and then I'm like, oh, no, these messages are recent. Oh, so then -7 off that, so 858. 858. Was the decision. Oh, and then we don't know the exact, well, they said 6 weeks. They said 6 weeks. So if we assume 6 weeks, that's then 42 days. Was that intentional? Because that would make it exactly 900. That'd be, oh, then that should work. Oh, no way. No way. Okay, that's surprising, comparatively. It just felt like 6 weeks is a very long time. But that's crazy. That's like a day less than Clash Quest. Because Hey Day Pop, that was a very long time. That was, you know, over 2 months. I thought that was a very long time. But wow, okay, that's more in line than I thought. But yeah, there's sort of like a whole bunch of them that was like, 28, 20, like just under a month. Those, I think it's better to do it shorter. I think, and then it sort of concentrates sort of the sadness and like, moving on. I don't know. But it seems like just like doing it for 2 months seems excessive. Even 40 plus days seems like quite a long time. But that's kind of cool that we can already calculate that. And the only other thing we have to update is this, because all the other games are dead. Squad, oh no, this is not really helpful, because they don't do that processing more. I mean, this is still, there's nothing to add to that. Root land, well, yeah, we can. Yeah, man, that's crazy we add, man, so it's, wow, so that means it's just, it's just exceeded, because 203 plus that 368. Was that right? 568. 568. So then that is then longer than what Rootland, Clashmini was then. Right, so but yeah, that's even longer than, so that's Supercell's longest game ever. Because what was the other one? Was the other one the big long one? Wow, people thought, it's like, wow, so that meme. Well, and Clash Quest was 1 day short, but it wasn't long after overtaking that. Man, this one overtaking was so long. People thought that Brawl Stars was insanely long, and it was comparatively, considering Supercell had made a decision with the games in that amount of time that that within 100 days it was either killed or global. And then it was the case with Rush Wars still as well. You can just see this trend, with the exception of Brawl Stars. It was just like within 100 days we're either killing it or it's going global. But then it just sort of became this like, No, actually, we're gonna wait like 160 more days, and then this many days, and then this many days. Although actually, these ones were killed before then. But yeah, and I think it's good. It's like within 100 days, we're going or we're not, rather than just this. We're gonna drag it out for over a year, which virtually all the games now are over a year. Heyday Pop was almost a year, not quite a year. It was a shame I didn't get to do closing streams on that. But yeah, so this one, because people thought Brawl Stars was so long in beta. It's like, if you thought Brawl Stars was so long in beta, imagine Clash Mini. And it's weird because Clash Mini is like, this, we're living through it right now. Like, this is the day. This is about the day, like, about 858 days after it was released. It's crazy it's been so long. Like, so much has happened in the world since then. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, they thought Brawl Stars was long. Clash Mini was, like, a year longer than that. That's so much longer. That was like extremely long beta. So it will have been 900 days. 900 days. That's a long time. But interesting that 6 weeks is actually standard amount of time for the games. That's it. This is very interesting. I don't think anyone will have made this chart. So it's quite cool actually to see this. This is actually a really cool chart. It's not even hard to make. It was easy as to make, but it's actually really interesting. Just because you sort of see, oh, this is how long that after they announced it was getting killed, that it got killed. So the longest one ever was 63 days. They do seem set like these two were within a day, you know, and that was within a day of 500. And you know these two were within a day. That was exactly 900. I don't know. They just, some of them just seem like, is that just all just killed 99, sort of like as if they're trying to make sure it's not over 100. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's very, very, very interesting. So Clash Mini, as you can see, stands out substantially. Wait till we get to Everdale. But yeah. Some people think Everdale is a super. Oh wait, no, never mind. No, we're talking about this one here. What? No, but actually, Rootland and that, but that included the valleys and villages. If you don't include that, that was still a hang of a long time, 400 days. But if you include that one there, valleys and villages, 700. But Clash Mini did eclipse that by a bit, and Clash Mini didn't have like a secret beta before then. But that's crazy. I didn't realize that valleys and villages Everdale, that was a very long time. That was, this only just overtook it, well, by 100 days, but that's not that much, like, as a percentage. So, yeah, there's that. And then we've got, finally, this one here. So we add 365 to, whoa, yeah, no, it is over 1,000 days. 1,018, oh my goodness. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's longer than this by over 100 days, and still it hasn't even been announced it's getting killed. And I've heard, and Lady Lou, she said that they're working on an update. So it's like, that's crazy, because it's like, this is not going to be announced it's going to get killed soon, it's going to be an update. So it's like, this is 1,000 days. That's crazy. That's insane. That's such a long time in beta, and this has had like no development really. I mean, it's had the odd update, but I mean the team only lists 3 people, and one of them's doing music. So it's like there's only like 1 programmer for the whole game, and it shows. Although to be fair, he's probably relative to like what the Clash Quest and Heyday puts out. If you had 1 programmer versus the size of the Heyday team, like he's probably at a fair rate of doing it. But they've done very little development on Rootland, and it's sort of like died. And other than before I'd heard Lady Lynn say that, I thought they were about to announce it was going to get killed. So because it needs so much more. It's sort of, because since I played Everdale, I know what Everdale's like, and lots of people of Rootland that play it are Everdale players, and it's like. It's not even as good as Everdale when Everdale was killed after like hundreds of days of development. It's not even Everdale level yet, so it's like there's just no way this game is going global. If like it's not, Everdale was better, like I'd say better when it just even came out. And this game's been going for 1,000 days of development, and it's still not even at Everdale level. So it's like there's just no way that I see this game going global. If it's to meet Supercell standards, like it would need way more stuff, Anyway, this is a very cool chart. I'm very happy with this chart. It's very, very interesting. So yeah, valleys and villages and Clash Mini, well, yeah, excluding Moose Wood. So Valleys and Villages and Clash Everdell and Clash Mini were exceptionally long in beta. Exceptionally long. And I was about to say it's exactly 200, but that one's a changeable one with the Brawl Stars. Brawl Stars was a while, but actually Brawl Stars nowadays doesn't look that bad compared to other ones like Clash Quest. But that's very interesting. But yeah, as you can see, a clear change in direction after we decide within 100 days out in 4 out of 5 of cases. It then just became this behemoth, like we take hundreds of days before we decide, and then the outcome is all the same. We kill it anyway. So it's yeah. It's sort of like the whole argument is just yeah. Because it's like, oh, it's not the type of game, it hasn't got what it takes. It's like, any game has what it takes if you're willing to invest in it for long enough, because then you just make it effectively a new game. But you don't. You sort of keep it, but you make it way better. But it's just sort of like they think, nah, this is going to be too much effort. But it was what this is what the reality is, I think, rather than just sort of like, no, this game isn't going to work. So at the present state, it won't work. But if you put in a lot of effort, then you could make it work. But yeah, anyway, that's my chart. I love that chart. That is such a cool chart. It really is. I just find it so interesting. It's just so interesting. I just love these graphical colors that just help me analyze it. Okay. 900 Lady Lou. Hey, great! Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here, buddy. I'll reinstall Rootland. Actually, it was quite fun when I last played it. Well, yep. Fair enough. See what you think. Yeah. See what you think. I do intend to do a stream of that again. I still have all 5 platforms as of now because it's within the month. I was going to stream on Monday, then Wednesday. Yeah, but then I didn't stream on Monday, and so I was going to do Monday, I was going to do Clash, and then this one I was going to do Rootland, because then the thing expires, and then I have to either pay for restream again, even though I've only streamed on it twice, or just then only have like 1 or 2 platforms I can stream to, which is annoying, because it's like, I want to be on a few of them, so I'm not sure. Yeah, and I mentioned how X has wiped the broadcasts. I think they just auto-delete them now, like even a recent one is now gone, so I think they just... Probably like Twitch, like they held them for 14 days or 30 days and then it's gone. Shard, welcome to the stream. Only be here for 30 minutes. That's okay. Nice to have you here. They're the ones I am streaming on. Is there anything else I wanted to cover before I actually get into the gameplay? I mean, I've covered my reaction quite a lot. Oh, I did want to actually react to... what's his name? Galadon. I did want to react to, and we're, Generation Z, Gen Alpha. Oh yeah, I just wanted to scroll through. I should have just done this in the actual video of it, but I thought, well, I'll just do it like these are the top results if one searches, Gen Alpha. Okay, shorts are such a big thing now. And then also go to, I was searching up that for a source. That one, oh, why is it, oh, that was lagging. Oh yeah, so that was the Wayback Machine. Go way back. And then we have this here. So this here is just, I won't talk about this for long. So Gen Alpha didn't really have much talking about. It's sort of become a thing late 2023 that's really started going. Gen Z, though, way back in 2019, it did have a peak. Although I think I searched it September, so before peak. But there is like a post in the Gen Z one from 2019 that's still popular. It sort of had these weird peaks. I don't know, maybe some research came out then or whatever. Now Gen Z is way up here. But even then, like Gen Alpha is still like very, very low. I think Gen A probably just refers to some other stuff as well, not just... So I think Gen Alpha is the main one, so the blue one's not really accurate, because it's probably some cell or whatever called Gen Alpha, that's why people search it. Or, I don't know, there'll be some... where's the blue one? Yeah, like this is some Apple-related term. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, the red one it's still way lower, like still Gen Z is 8 times more known. So, and it's sort of kind of maybe a bubble, like we'll know about it because we're talking about Gen Z and Gen Alpha on the internet. Wow, Yeah, so this one here just started taking off then. Wow, this was when Gen Z really started getting traction way back in 2018. Even 2017 had a little bit. Wow. But then it really took off in November 2019. That's quite interesting. Okay, oh, that's the influencer report. Pew Research, I mentioned this in the thing, but this is, people are not going to watch that and then watch this little bit or whatever. This here, 3.7. It's not actually that good a rating, but there'll be people that are unhappy for various reasons. This is the NZ one. Then we've got this. Here we go. Oh, there we go. That. No, that's me. Oh, we can pause that. And then that. Clashmini. Supercell. Oh, yeah, this is when they bought it. March 2016? Where does it say? Funding. At least they haven't updated that. SoftBank. Oh, what? So that's pretty early on that SoftBank took over it. Man, for $1.5 billion, even way back then. I mean, they were making $1 million revenue. Why did you sell SoftBank? That's crazy. That is crazy. They bought it for that much, and it was making that much revenue. It just seems like that's like real good value. That's so high. June 2016. 50%. Oh yeah. So when exactly did this happen? Found it that month. Quiet. Oh, okay, I was like, wait, what? I don't recall the Luxembourg company buying it. So mid 2016. That was after. It was definitely after Clash Royale, and there's a good chance that Brawl Stars had started development by then. Okay, then what I was going to go to, this one here. I haven't actually watched this. I really don't know people's views on, like, the creators' views on whether they want people to cover their content in that. Because, like, this is interesting in that, on what he thinks. I saw this and I'm like, oh, yeah, that would be cool to cover. But then it's like, does he want people covering it or not? Yeah. Hopefully it's fine. He can claim the money on the stream. Oh no, actually I don't make. Maybe he can still claim it in months. I don't know exactly how it works. Well, then I can mute this, but I don't know. Anyway, hopefully it's fine. Oh yeah, I need to put this on. Yeah. Oh, because it comes through in the Clash. Clash. We should watch back that other one actually. Then Supercell might claim the video. What am I talking about? We're gonna go. Thank you for being part of the stream. Great. Thank you for stopping by. Surprised Ricky still plays it. Number again. Yeah, he does really. I don't know. I don't do very well at that at all. I just sort of like just don't play games for months, and then we'll just sort of find one and just play it heaps. I just don't really have games on the side. I don't know, but then I don't use public transport. If you use public transport, there's definitely a time where you would do that. But yeah. Well, yeah, and I still don't understand. There's a lot of Rootland players, and they sort of just log in occasionally. It's like that doesn't make sense to me. That's not how I would do it. Okay, got that. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, and then I have to check that the audio is fine level. Yeah, that's okay. Gelidon.
And welcome back, fellow fans of Clash Intellectual Property. It is your host, Galadon, and in today's brief video, I've got a lot to cover. Obviously, Clash Mini has recently announced that it is being canceled. This is a beta game based upon the Clash characters from Clash of Clans, and there were 3 games announced at about the same time. Clash Mini, Clash Quest, and Clash Heroes. Now, Clash Quest is already dead and gone. Its beta started in April of 2021 and ended in August of 2022. Clash Mini's beta started in November of 2021, making it by most calculations anyway the longest running beta game in Supercell history. And
Galadon's got the chart.
this is part of the reason that people are so upset. Now, there's a special place in my heart.
Interesting. That's well, I mean, it's people will have grown more attached to it. Probably, well, yeah, if they'd been in it for that long.
For the Clash Mini content.
Because he created, Galadon covered a little bit.
Creators, because there were many of them that were hoping this game would go.
Yeah, Galadon gets it. Remember the Galameter? Remember I talked about the Galameter? It's worth watching. He'd like cover a game and then just stop covering it. And as soon as Galadon stopped covering it, you know it's done. He's so loyal for covering Clash Clans. I don't think there was that many creators of the game. But yeah, they're definitely really sad.
Global, and perhaps maybe even it would launch their content creating.
Yep, I know that feeling. So yeah, it's pretty sad for them. Although to be fair, almost none of them were covering it from the start, which is odd. They sort of like would just sort of came about like there's very few that like from the start, like not Taz, he was from the start, but Itsu, well, I don't know was he covering it? Yeah, he was. I don't think he's still covering it, but like it wasn't like they're all from the start. It seems they just jumped on, which is fine, but sort of surprises me. But then it's not like they've been there for the entire time.
Career. That's a rough thing to see it just go away in an instant.
Yep. And what's the other guy? Psycho. He's had such a bad run as well because he covered Clash Quest 2. He's got enough prominence that Supercell mentions him and send him a shirt, but yeah, he still hasn't really got anywhere. There's a few of them like that. Because the games keep getting killed.
In a heartbeat to wake up one day and know that the game you love to play and make content around
Full Frontage has done very well now.
Is going to be gone. Now the good news is many of these creators have other games to back up, or they've just
I don't think so. Not really. I mean, there's no beta Supercell games to switch to at this point, and not really any other successful games. It's just so sad. What could have been a Supercell, but it's not.
Discovered their talent making content and will make content about a different game, maybe even a non-Supercell game. But let's talk a little bit about why Clash Mini got canceled.
I just realized the music is fine. It's not going to be copyright because this is the Clash Mini music.
And I'm not gloating that I did predict this would happen way back in October of 2022. The simple answer is Supercell only wants to release globally games that they believe are going to be billion-dollar blockbusters.
That's very hard to achieve now. Well, oh no, there we go, total spinning. So I said hey, there was second. Clash Royale, that's done very well. Man, Boom Beach has done better than I thought. My goodness. That's crazy. They've almost made $1 billion. That is actually, I can't believe how. I mean, it's still way down now, but, well, in terms of, like, I don't know, in terms of some stuff. I think, is that Flourish Studios that's done that graph? I don't know. Where was it? Yeah, I don't know, but then because Galadon predicted in 2022 it would die. But then, I don't know, I feel like it wasn't that evident. Supercell just really seemed to make it sound like it was going to go global.
That is the history of Supercell. They want games people will literally play for years and that they see potential revenue in the billions.
Oh, is that the... Who was in this one?
Literally play for years and that they see potential...
Ah, yeah, so this was basically the same people, or some of them. I remember Previk. Adbob, he was in that final thing. I remember Spoob, Full Frontage. Enchantin', yeah.
They obviously did not have the numbers to support that here. And part of the reason, in my opinion, is the fact that this game was based upon auto chess.
Oh, this is interesting hearing what Galadon has to say about this. I mean, it keeps seeming like the next update will do it, but it just never happened.
Now, personally, I'm not a fan of auto chess. Part of the reason that I never really cared for the game that much. But I think in the big picture, you have to look at the other billion-dollar blockbusters for Supercell and realize that usually these games are really original. They're very different and unique, and there just aren't a lot of other...
That is true. That is true. Although, to be fair, I realized real recently that Clash Clans was like a copy of a PC game. But that type of game wasn't on mobile.
that are similar. And
Oh, this was such a good game. It was a good game. Yeah, it wasn't as good as like, I don't know, as other like Rush Wars in my view. But I don't know. But then again, my view is skewed of Rush Wars.
contrast, Clash Mini had a lot of other games out there that are relatively similar as far as the mechanics are concerned. Now, that being said, there are things I absolutely loved about.
But it was sort of like just like Heyday Pop. It was the thing with that one they admitted. It's like, yeah, no, this is a puzzle game, which other genres are there doing it. However, we did it in a way that we would want to do, which I thought was quite cool. And it definitely had a twist, and it wasn't just another copy and just another puzzle game. So I did like what they did with Heyday Pop. But again, it's sure the Supercell staff might have liked it that way. I thought it was cool that way. But most people, or not enough people, agreed.
Clash Mini, like the music.
So it's like, sure, your interest in statistics might be like actually better, but if the majority don't care for it, just like politics, like you might have the best idea, but if you don't have like the platform or whatever, or there's a lot of other stuff going around that is, yeah, then you lose.
Music and the characters, the animations, the art was incredible, and the game saw such huge evolutionary changes throughout the 2 years of beta in efforts to make it successful. Unfortunately, during those same 2 years, you had players and content creators get really invested into the game, only to have it torn out from under them.
Wait, saved or not? It's strange how they showed us a clip from Clash Royale animation in a Clash Mini. Maybe that's because they're putting it in there.
And this leads me to a moment of introspection where I have to realize that perhaps I was biased against Clash Mini and all Supercell beta games because of the history that Supercell has. I loved
it wasn't a history when Rush Wars came out.
Okay? That was a game I really wanted to see go global, so I can understand those players.
That was a really early game. There's not many current people, like, because, you know, if you're a beta player, you know, you can sort of gone through the same ones I have, because of the fact that it was like, that's all the games since 2016, but then or like, you know, because, yeah, they had all because excluding of the ones that didn't get killed, then it's just like it was 2015, then it was a leap to Rush Wars in 2019, and there was like it was the Smash Land was only in beta in Canada, I think, so it was very hard to play it, and like there was way long ago. But if people have played it, props to them. I wish I had got the chance to play it.
Content creators that are talking the same way about Clash Mini that I did about Smash Land. And then there were other
yeah, and then like me about Rush Wars and everything
out there, like Everdale, like Rush Wars. They were fun, seemed interesting, but got canceled because, well, they weren't going to be $1 billion baby for Supercell. And here's the harsh reality.
At least Galadon's been honest about it and saying, yeah, it comes down to, well, it sounds more nice if you say, oh, it's about if we can make it $1 billion game, rather than that we can like make $1 billion profit out of people, out of players, and that. It just sounds more like, yeah, no, we can understand it needs to be a bit, but if it's like, we care about money, that's all we really care about here, then it's like, what? But if it's like, we want only $1 billion games, then people are like, oh, I can understand that, even though it's saying the same thing, really.
It's been 5 years since Supercell
has
released a game.
Yo, he's minds, we're thinking.
Globally, their revenue is dropping year over year.
Yeah.
And we have to realize that Supercell is owned by a publicly held company, Tencent, so profits are going to be important. That being said, however, the Clash game teams have always focused.
I wonder if any of these ones would have made it if it wasn't for Tencent owning it. That would have been. I mean, it's possible. Rush Wars will still be here.
On making games that people love.
I reckon that's an old photo. I don't know, but I think it is.
They love to play games themselves, and I think that is a big part of the success of.
I mean, you'd have to make games that you love to play themselves, like really, because otherwise it wouldn't be a good game, probably.
This company as a whole. So, Clash Mini is being saved. It's true. The game is going to end up somehow, some way, we don't know exactly how yet, within Clash Royale, another $1 billion blockbuster of Supercells that people love or hate or love to hate.
If the economy crashes, Supercell and just mobile games in general is just done. Like, they're just like, it's just such an excess thing. Yeah, it's like, it's just like, it's a reflection of a wealthy society that people can afford to spend millions of dollars, well, billions cumulatively as a group on just mobile games. Like, yeah, That's crazy. But then again, I do compare it to going to the movies and that, and think, you know, if you genuinely get more enjoyment from spending it on that rather than going to the movies, fair enough. Although movies then has the social element, if you go with people, but likewise if you play games with people, it has the social element too.
Or hate to love, which I'm a little bit of all of those. We have to wait and see how that is going to work out, and of course we also have to wait and see.
Lots of Gallon's recent videos have been pretty short actually. Which I think is not a bad thing, actually, especially when it's just so much content online. Then it's like, yeah, so short videos, yeah, we can do a... Like, his like, I've tried all the games, it's only like 4 minutes. It's like, whoa, that's short as. Like, it normally was like minimum 10 minutes, because then you got the... Otherwise, it was like a monetization threshold thing. And then sometimes 15 or 20 minutes for videos.
See about Clash Heroes, other games like MoCo and Squad Busters are out there. I think the pressure is being felt at Supercell.
I bet it is.
To release a game globally, and these long betas, they're just not ideal for gaming companies or the gaming community. Now, I have high hopes for Clash Heroes. As a former really avid and active World of Warcraft player, I would love to see a dungeon crawler MMORPG style game come with Clash.
Is that what it is? I didn't know that.
IP, and I think that's possibly where Clash Heroes is headed. Let me know what you guys think. Hashtag save.
Well, we haven't got much to say about it because we haven't really been able to try it for this long.
Mini means it's going to be in Clash Royale. And thank you for watching all the way to the end of the episode. You are the true hashtag Galfam. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day. Week 1 thing to be kind to other people, animals, and the planets. And I'll see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks and not terminated betas.
Beta. Oh no, that will be copyright. I want to get Beta though. He's only got like 2,000 followers, Galadon, on Kick, which is crazy. Like, he's so popular on YouTube, like, especially historically, and it's just crazy just how few have sort of gone over in that. So I don't know how he's even still making a living, honestly, doing YouTube and that, but it's cool that he's still pumping out videos, but it's just not the same anymore for the Supercell games. Here we go. Oh.
They should make it Clash Mini Me, like a mini you, a mini me, right?
Mini, okay. What was I? Oh, there they go. There they go. So it's gonna be weird that they sort of put it in full frontage.
Just had the Clash Mini.
Oh no, he's not the real popular one. One of them was real popular. I don't know. I thought it was him, but it mustn't be him. Has he got it in the thing? I want to find it in the thing.
Unscripted and unedited Abdude.
Where? That's annoying. I want it like the game thing. It will be in my own one. Can we do recent? I didn't do shorts. Oh yeah, somewhere here I should show up. And then I can click on it, and then I can go to the thing. Clash Mini. I'll just go Clash Mini. That's the channel. Live. I think I have more subscribers than Clash Mini has a Discord of. What? What is this algorithm? How am I here? That's so stupid. What? It's literally the exact game. It's like, okay, here we go. What? Why is it not here either? I've done that as the game. Wait, what? How did he... Surely this it must be glitched. Like, how did he comment on this thing? Maybe this was an old one? No, this is like live right now. That's weird. That's a YouTube glitch. And that. That's weird. That's not... How did he comment on that? I can screenshot it and then send it to him and say, thanks for your comment, man. We're like, well, I didn't comment that. Fixed now? Oh, why is that? I wanted to see, where's this? Wait, I'll try here. It should be. I'm pretty sure I put it there. Yeah, it's there. saveclashmini. Oh, wait. Oh, fine. I'll just search myself. SuperSight. Oh, is that orange juice? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's cool. I sort of want to see his one too. 2 years ago, I will have had it in there though. Oh, there it goes. Why do they not put the game thing? You used to be able to click on it and then it had a page of it. And then you can sort of see. It's annoying. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Senahoff. Oh wow, that was really oh, that was really old. That was really on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go in Clash Royale. So yeah, hashtag set was even Clash with Ash covered it. Wow. I just want to see the first little bit of what he said.
Shutting down Clash Mini. It's been 2 years.
Sad music. He really did cover them though. He was really into Everdell. I thought that was really cool. That's funny. Yeah, so yeah, he genuinely would be. He's done really well though. He's just like a smart guy with the algorithm and does good content.
Dear Clash Mini players, ever since the launch of Clash Mini into its beta, we've strived for one simple thing, and that's to make the best game in the world. Our dream is to create games that as many people as possible play for years and that are remembered forever. Today we made the decision.
I feel like so more self-aware now with the whole argument of what's reaction, what's commentary. I just I was like sort of doing this like a year ago. Well, when Everdell died, and I just scroll on the Discord and just sort of try and cover and capture the history, not because I'm trying to like use other people's content as like giving this stream content. Like, well, as in like I think you know what I mean. Like, it's just like, I'm just wanting to preserve and capture it here and here and here, and that, like, this is what it's like now. Although you could argue that, well, we can just link all the videos, but then people delete them, and then if they delete them, then would they have wanted it in the stream? But then, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, with Zanzart and Coman, we did that awesome stream, and that was technically fine, because then they actually came onto my stream, and then it was, but then they've deleted their videos or whatnot, and that's so sad, because then there's just no history, no record at all of them. Not that I think that Orange is going to delete that, but I'm just genuinely interested, and since I'm streaming, I'm like, well, there's a good time to do it, and also it captures the history. I want to hear his thoughts.
I think they need to consider player retention, monetization, replayability for a long time. The synergies were off to a good direction too. The past few updates of Clash Mini have shown significant after all in the community. A lot of competitive mini working along this. By doing this, Mini on a decade-old engine might be a little hard for them. And then they're going on to say, by doing this, we can better serve many more players into the field scalable. We can transfer player gems. Both Clash will appear for their. We are.
I want to hear his thoughts.
Try and bring Clash Mini to Clash Royale. That's insane.
He's getting killed. I did. How do you feel about it? Because when's the last time you played? It's been like a year and a half, man.
Wow.
You haven't played Synergies, and you haven't played with the $400 battle machine. No, but I watched things. But to be fair, star power and gadget all at once. Good. Free to play, I think, was comfortable. I have a friend that played Clash Mini, and it wasn't that bad. It did take him a while, and he didn't get the battle machine, but the battle machine wasn't meta anymore. More of the same thing. There's not enough.
Do I even know the battle machine? Has there been an update? Surely there's been an update since October. I don't even know what they're talking about, sadly, because, yeah, anyway. Was there anything else I was going to search up? I don't think so. I think yeah, and then we're going to actually play the game for a little while. Whoa, that's a lot of chat. Here we go. Galadon's saying the same things you've been saying. Or have I been saying the same things he's been saying? I mean, he has influenced me. But then again, I don't, like, watch most of his videos. So, like, what I'm thinking is like, what I've thought. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, the go to channel. But they used to have the thing where you could just pick where lots of people could have the same name, but now they've made it unique. Five years ago. People dream about it, but realistically, it very rarely happens. And it's not even like, it's not even that much compared to like if you go into like business per se. Like the cap for YouTube, you can only earn like, well, I mean, it's still huge, but like the absolute cap is like 15 million a year, which is like Supercell itself is earning way more than that, and so many real estate sellers and whatnot are earning more than that. So it sounds like, but it's like the absolute peak of YouTube, which almost no one can achieve. Like realistically, if you're making $1 million, that would be pretty crazy. Well, thank you for being part of the stream, Shard. Thank you for being part of the stream. Sorry I didn't get to chat more. Timestamps. It was good to have you here. Okay. We are now going to... Wow, we've talked for 2 hours. Is there anything in Discord I want to do? It is sad that this game's gone. I can't believe that I don't know. I think, yeah, I just can't believe it's like this is it's just like crazy. They're just game after game after game. Okay, well, we will get up the thing. Hopefully it works. It's 9 a.m. Wow. We see how we got 6 people watching on Twitter. How is that possible? Today the Green Kids teacher played them a video of a 6-year-old making millions on YouTube. I thought that was poor of her, feeding them unrealistic dream. Yeah. Yeah. As long as she shows the other 1,000 clips of everyone that is like put in so much effort and gets nowhere, then it's fair. I don't know. It probably wouldn't be 1,000 per one. Well, actually, to make millions, it would be. To make millions, that'd be like, yeah, probably like 0.1% chance. It might even be lower than that, to be fair. Probably lower than that. And it depends how you classify it, like YouTube, like 1 video ever, or you had to do at least 5. The study that was done in 2016 or 2017, I think 2016, that was at least 5. Anyway, we will. What are we gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, I'll just check if it needs an update. Turn off airplane mode. No SIM card install. Nope, it's never had a SIM card. Well, did I buy this one? I bought this one secondhand, so I might have had a SIM card. But here we go. Then I'm gonna check. It'd be hilarious if there's been no update. I hope. Well, I don't know. If it's fine if there's an update, as long as I'm not gonna have issues updating it. I hate that when that happens. Oh, there's an update. 1 month ago, 3 months ago. Oh, Clash. Oh wow, I won't even tried it with the Clash the 2.0. Oh, so that was, yeah, no, okay, so the huge update did come along. Number 2 in strategy. No way that's number 2 in strategy. Oh, is it gonna update? Yes, it's gonna update. Oh, that's nice. That's oh wait, and so I'll get up ear something. That's really nice. So it's not like I'm not gonna have to spend half an hour sorting out that. Is it ear server? Yeah, ear server. Boom. Do. Boom. Oh, nice. There we go. I can't believe there's still number 2 in strategy. That's a lot of. That's 5 months ago. So we all done the 8 months ago, and then they've done this massive one. Is basically it. Oh, do that last a little bit. No, I can't believe there's still number 2 in strategy. Maybe it's like had a resurgence. I don't know. Oh, that's 9+ age. Why is it getting stuck on that? Normally when it starts, as soon as it starts doing that, then it's fine. But it's like, it's paused. Kid made 11 million. Oh, is this Ryan's toy reviews? Ryan's toy reviews. He's the only kid that I can think of that made that much reviewing toys. And then there was like, yeah, who knows how much of it he actually got. And then, yeah, there's like someone did a video called like the dark side of Ryan's toy reviews and stuff. And because then it like, oh no, or maybe that's fine. As long as it. Oh no, no, no. I'm gonna have to sort this out. How did I? Wow, that's annoying. Let's say uninstall it, and then I shouldn't lose. You know, I think I just delete it and then reinstall it. I think that will work. That's annoying though. You like because the child film protection laws account for films, but then technically YouTube is filming kind of, but it's not counted. Oh, that's annoying. So I will survive. Settings, iPad storage. What's our situation? 552. It says we've got 800 megabytes. No, oh, there's wow. That's really something. Here we go. Look at that. Clash Quest 29th of the 9th, 2022. Oh, there's even Royal Rivals. I hate it, Pop 2020. Oh man. Royal Rivals, I must have accidentally tapped it, but that's crazy. That's like it. I think is that. Yeah, there's not much stuff on there. Dude, never used FaceTime. That's hilarious. I didn't use this iPad much. Well, I had like heaps of photos on it from 2021. Like strawberries and stuff. I'm like, what? I must have, I don't know. No, before that, I didn't have a phone. Well, I did have a phone. I just didn't, well, it wasn't one that I got photos on. Okay, so what are we going to do? That's stupid that we can't get Clash Mini. It's like, you got, oh, now 700, still 700, it's bigger than the app itself. How can you not update it? That's ridiculous. So it was the last time we played it, was then. I could restart the thing. Either that, or I don't like to delete it, even though it's like almost certainly going to come back. I could restart it. Okay, fine. I'll try restarting it. But that is stupid. The Apple thing always shows, like, you've got all this storage. And then, like, you also can't update it, even though, like, that you could literally delete the entire app and reinstall it, and you'd still have spare space. Oh, it's still turning off. Oh, there we go. I don't think we're going to play for that long. I'm actually tired. And then if we sleep and we want 8 hours, then that would take us to 5. So I'll probably only get 6 or 7 hours sleep tonight. But that's okay. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never go if you don't. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Down, 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 down. It's a good song. I thought of you saying that song today. Okay, we're gonna delete it. We're gonna delete it. Delete the game. That's and then we'll reinstall it and it should actually work. I don't like to do, and it shows that it's got the update. What the heck? Maybe I'll try. Remember we used to have struggles even when we'd updated it. Like, it could, like, barely load in. Maybe that was a yeah, okay, we'll get rid of that. It could, like, barely load in, which was stupid. It's just black screen. I'll go like, dude. Clash Mini. Still just black screen. I could restart it again. I'm just gonna delete it. I don't like to delete it, but boop, gone. Reinstall. Boop. Oh, why is it? Oh no. Oh yeah, no, it's got a little bit of blue. It's got a little bit of blue. So I remember like having this made it like more likely to crash. I hope to stream it on the last day that it's around. It is like it's like crazy. It's like Supercell. Why do you keep doing this? This is the last game of that era, and so it's like sure there's new ones, but yeah, it's not the same. I don't, it's not a good look having half a decade of just killed games. I mean, Supercell knows that. Man, I don't know why it's taking so long to just, like, come on. Come on, do 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 do. Do 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 do. The thing is, there's not going to be this many more streams of me doing this. Like, this could be the last time that I talk about Supercell in depth. Because this is oh no, technically if I do a final stream on this, I'll sort of recover some of this stuff. I might not be able to for whatever reason. But, you know, like, I've mentioned this stuff so many times about the games getting killed. But that's because it sort of, like, has happened so much. And then kind of lots recently, like, in the time, like, 2022. That's crazy, 2022. But Clash, because they sort of all kind of started at the same time. And then they sort of died out, two of them. But this one kept going. But yeah, we covered it then. But this is, like, the last one where I will actually probably do this. Because, like, I haven't covered any of the other ones. And I probably won't. 7 on Rumble. Let's go. Looks like such a cool game. $2021. It was so promising. I don't like how Rumble doesn't show last chat. So if someone gets on, yeah. That's the same with some games. When you join a clan, I think it was in Everdale. It was that there was no previous message stuff. I think, and that's just annoying. My goodness, this takes a long time. Oh, this is a way better rating on here. Why is that? Oh, this is the Finland one. Oh, that's interesting. That is really interesting. Because, yeah, that's a lot of ratings. 2.7 thousand just in Finland. That's a heap. That's a really lot. I don't know then why there's so few in New Zealand. Because sometimes there's the overall, and then there's just the last update. I mean, they could do both. No, why did it just do that? Why did it just cut out like that? They could definitely do both. Because they're sort of both relevant. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. My goodness, it's taken so long. D-Light. Yeah, D-Light has, like, previous stream chats, which is, like, that's, like, a huge difference. Like, you got some that not even in the same stream. That someone, a message just said, like, 1 minute ago. People can't see it. All the way to people can see like the last 2 streams chats from a month ago, to like you can see that stream's chat. Got stuck around this point last time, but I think we're gonna get it this time. That's right. That's right. This game made me feel a bit crazy. Well, like, you know, this game was mentally hard because you just go up and down, which is the same issue with Clash. With Clash Royale. Molt struggled with that as well. Yeah, and it's different. It's because the trophy thing goes up and down versus Rush Wars. You just keep going up, 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 and you can sort of like. Technically, if you got attacked, you could go down, but technically Clash of Clans is the same. You can go up or down, but Clash of Clans had it. Yes, that like you could almost guarantee that you'd get a win almost every time. Well, no, you could if you're good, then you could like do that. Was with this one, you like it was zero sum, so you keep going down. So it's like. It was really... I couldn't even win a Rumble anymore, which back in the day you used to be able to, but they used to have bots, and then you could sort of kind of pick it out. I'll try opening it with this thing. This might not allow it to... Yeah, I think that's gone. I think the first thing sometimes they play is a video. It's just black screen. But if I hadn't remembered last time, I'd be like, well, it's not working at that end. Although, imagine if they cut it off from being able to... No, they wouldn't, because they said you could get your stuff off. Your money off. Oh. But this is ridiculous. This is stupidly long. My throat. For a game to take... For any app to take to open. Like, this will 100%... There'll be people that in this moment of, like... never mind. No, I'll just go to this other thing now. Or I'll just play this other game. Like, they should have been fixed ages ago. Like, this would just, like, have stopped a lot of people from... This was an issue last time, and still it's an issue. Like, this is way too long. Like, obviously I'm streaming it, so I'm going to wait, but people that sort of like, oh, no, never mind, I'll go to this other thing. This will definitely have, like, stopped a whole heap of would-have-been sessions. My goodness. I can't believe this game is just getting killed. It's been such a journey covering these Supercell games. I don't know, I sort of like wish it like... Oh, I hear dude. Yeah, I bet it has. And then they changed the system and then everything's reconverted or whatever. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I wish that like all this Supercell stuff... I can hear the music. Why can't you guys hear the music? It sounds so bouncy, but then the game's dying. But then it's probably because they... Why can't you guys hear the music? It has a tiny bit. Maybe I need to turn it up. Oh, yeah, you can hear that now. Oh, you can hear that. My goodness. The rank season has ended. Yep, okay. Okay, it's sort of, I wish that sort of all this Supercell experience sort of led to something more, just something like in life and in Supercell Arena. I don't know, it's just such a shame that there's such cool games that I covered. What about now? Yeah, oh yeah, you can see that already. I'm tapping. Nothing. I think I'm gonna have to exit it and restart it again. Unless I keep... I don't know. How long do I wait for this? Wait till 9:17. I know, but then again, I've learned a whole heap of things and met a whole heap of cool people through covering these games. So it's definitely not wasted. But it would have been like... Worked out really nice if it actually one of these games to go on global and I've been covering it. You know, it just sort of led to something. I don't know. It sort of like started in 2019. It's like a Finland trip. Yo, this is the beginning. We're taking off. But then it sort of just died from there. Because well, no, it didn't. Then Rush Wars came along, and then after Rush Wars, then it sort of like died. And then I'm like, oh, Hate Hip Hop, yeah, I can do that. And then with that Hate Hip Hop, I sort of kind of quickly realized, nah, it's just not going to be this one. But then, yeah, then we had Everdell and Clashmini, I definitely thought this could be a one. But, again, didn't. Okay, we're going to force quit it, and... That's annoying. Maybe it will, like, load properly this time. I've tapped it. We'll wait again. This is not a well-designed app that this happens. And then it... So I've had like a wait ages and ages, and then you eventually get in, but then it just doesn't actually load properly, so you can't. And then you're like, do I keep waiting or do I force quit and restart? Okay, we'll try. Ah, and see, now it's just crashing. This is so stupid. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point, but it's like, this is just so, this shouldn't have, why is it like this? Oh, it's me. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, what do I do now? Do I restart the device? We'll restart the device. Oppenheimer. I didn't end up watching that movie. Okay, we're going to assume that's done. TikTok. TikTok. Oh, maybe I'll try and get the game to load first. Then I'll... Okay, so go through that stage. Okay, and I'll just wait for the Wi-Fi thing to show up. Okay, tap. I have tapped the Clash Mini. The Clash Mini has been tapped. Grandson Ian says hi as he walks by. Hello, Ian. So many games have just been killed. It's crazy. It's just sort of sad, but then it's like, maybe I just shouldn't focus on games. I don't know. They can be so cool, but then... Oh, the loading screen's coming up. Battlelands was so... Oh, I can't... Battlelands, there was such a cool community. There wasn't actually much overlap between them and the Supercell community, actually. Was there any? Was there a single person? Surely there was at least one. But come to think about it, I don't think it was. Which is crazy. I mean, partly why my channel was so stuffed when they'd recommend the Heyday and then the Battlelands, and the Battlelands people would say on the Heyday one, where's the Battlelands? Oh, here we go. We got a result. There we go. I don't know what the blue stuff is. That seems a bit loud. Oh, it's like... Okay, that should be okay. I like the music. We never got to that final rank, and that thing's gone. I think there's probably a lot of stuff. So we got blue stuff now. Oh, there we go. That seems pretty devalued now. Oh, they've changed the look. So this was like 3 months ago, this big update. Wow, that looks real different. I liked the long-term one. Oh, so 11 days. Oh yeah, that's that thing. Oh, the music's so like positive. Oh, that's just these things, is it? Oh yeah, I see. Oh, this is the... Whoa! That was almost 500 days ago. That's insane. It's like one of the last 5 messages was 500 days ago. That was when they added clans. Wow. Man, that goes way low. Created 15... And these are like the same... D Live, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch. These are the same 4 plus Twitter. Wow. Maxed account there. There was the record. First day. December 2021. Wow. That's so sad and active. Oh, that was that. Oh, is that the toy? Oh, what? Oh. You have to unlock them. Oh, wow, these are like way downgraded. What? What happened here? Oh, refine. What is that? Not what I need when like the game's about to end. I'm like, how does this whole thing work? I'm like, what has happened? They sort of, I feel like they sort of changed the wrong thing too much. Like, they keep changing the whole look and layout and all the, like, reward system and currency system. It's like, that clearly didn't work. You tried that, you know, I feel like this is, it's not just the second, this would be like the third major overhaul of that thing. And that wasn't what needed fixing. I don't think, but again, I didn't really pay enough attention to the game to really know, which is kind of sad, but it is the case. Wow, that's just crazy seeing the. I don't know how, I don't even know how this works. What is that event? Oh, where's the trophy road? Oh, that's that thing. Do they even? Where's leaderboard? Why is leaderboard not in an obvious spot? Oh, this is my account. Wow. We had 500 wins. Man, we played a lot of rounds. Oh, so we played a total of 870. That's quite a lot of matches. Oh, wow, and it shows the number. 35. They must have only started counting more recently. Oh, wow, I only got 4. That's weird. Mini pass. Man, this is just crazy, this game's time. I don't know, it just, in my view, it was just like, why did you just keep changing the lookout and layout this much? So yeah, I'll do that later. Oh, that says February. Not February. Changes. Yeah, and people loved the whole discussion about the balance things. That seemed to be like a thing that excited people. It's sort of like, this is confusing to me, which is kind of sad. I feel like that'd be memeable. This is confusing to me. Like, I've played this and it's like, it just feels like unnecessarily complicated. Like, I have to re-understand it all. Do we have a streak still? And where is the leaderboard? Is this thing? Mini room? What is a mini room? Join? Oh, that's when people can. I see. Where is the leaderboard gone? Friendly event. Oh, that thing. I need to show the leaderboard. Oh, 1,000 battles? Is that? Oh, 800? Is that since I got my account? 863? No way! Is that the same? Plus 5 days. Yeah, so because that's basically, that's real cool. I don't know what the closing thing is. Where is the leaderboard? Why have they? Surely they haven't. Nah, they can't have removed the leaderboard. But where is it then? Where's my rank? Oh, there it is. That's like really complicated to get to the leaderboard. I mean, it's not that complicated, but it was not obvious to me. 11 days. So she's first. Girl. Oh, is that their name? Oh, that's their clan. Just tap on the first few. They're like, not people I recognize. Quite a few Asian names, or some. Russian, I think. Okay, now I'll just scroll. We near, no, actually near the start. We were in the top 100 at the start of this game. A lot of dedicated players. Man, there was quite a spread. Up to 4,000 down to 3,000 something. Maybe people aren't pushing anymore. I remember in Rush Wars, once they announced it killed, a lot of people sort of stopped pushing. Volume is good now. The eagle has landed. Okay. Will we get real people? Maybe. I'll get smashed if we do. And these probably aren't upgraded, so I'll be like, oh. Okay. One of the last games that I'll play. I'll do some more after this, but oh, he's probably real. What? This is weird. This looks different as well. How do we that? Do they have to stay in the same spot still? having a lot of damage dealers. See how we go. Can we tap on this guy? Oh, not giant skeleton. I do shield up, but then... Yeah, no, I think I'm losing this one. Oh, nice. Oh, oh no. Oh, that was closer than I thought. They could make it that you got a bonus if you... What was that farm thing? If you won. That would snowball real quick. Can you move? Oh, no, so it's still... They didn't change that back. But it's interesting, it's like auto chess. Like that's a genre thing that people know and like, no, it can't be like that. Was that? Oh no, they must have changed the ability. Is that all my stuff? Yeah, I think so. I don't know how to press ready. That thing? Here we go. Oh dear. Oh, miss him? Quickly go under? Nice. I don't know why he put that guy, the goblin, on that thing. I would have put it on the normal. Why is the music stopped? What is that? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. That's a cool change. Nice. Why is the music stopped though? That's weird. That is weird. Oh no, what? I thought it won! What? It's a game where you always had a lot of... Yeah. Yeah. It annoyed me. Match point. Or so you think. What is the options? Oh, how does it already have that one? I don't think I'm winning this one anyway. Where's that thing? That thing? Oh, it is that thing. Here we go. I don't know why the music stopped. Yeah, that green guy's gone. We might. It'd be cool if. Oh yeah, it'd be cool if we won. Oh yeah, we're getting some damage in there. Quick before the bowler finishes. Zap zap zap. Yes. Yo. Oh no, it's finish him. Yes. That's right. That's right. You thought it was the match point, didn't you? I don't know what that random farm shows up for. Oh. Have we got it? Oh. Maybe he knows that that was where the spot goes. What's the options? Yeah, we'll get like a super based miner. Ellie, welcome. No point upgrading the spear guy because he just gets wasted. Unless it went through two of them. Oh. Well, this is like working out some of the last time, and I like how last time worked out. Although he's still got a lot of shield, but my guy's still pretty healthy. Whoa, that Zap guy, he was going crazy. That'd be cool if I made a comeback and won this round. I think I am going to win it. Yes! Okay, final round. You didn't expect that coming. If you can win the 3, then you can progress real quick. But if then you go to 5 matches or 6 matches, it would be 5, wouldn't it? Yeah. What is him again? Oh, yeah, I could get him some upgrades. What's this one? We haven't got energy guys though, so. Okay, do that. And this here. Which one do we want though? Boom. Here we go. Pow. He always gets a co. Oh, that sort of covers the map a little bit though. It's still cool though. Oh, we got the minus. Oh, no, we got surely 4v1. Surely we can win this. Why is my guy just shielding up? He's just like, yo, I think we're gonna win this. That's pretty. That was a comeback. We won. Wow. Man, he would have been so annoyed. He was 2. Why is there like a barcode? That's weird. Clash Mini 6. I win the streak. These things here. Okay. I don't know what that barcode was doing there. Mini pass. Well, we got to win. Odd. Yeah. Oh. Oh, so where is that? Does that move us? Well, slightly. Man, there's a lot of... Is it glitched? I'm not sure. Okay. Man, that's an insane amount of achievement things. Okay. Well, I think I will leave it there. Clash Mini, eh? Just boom. What is this Clash Mini there for? Delete. Remove it. That is pretty sus. That's real sus. I mean, I think that the number barcodes, those 3 things come to that number. But that is pretty suspicious. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Is there anything I wrap up with? I'll do my wrap up with Gaming Commander. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Oh, that's there still. Oh, that was there. Okay, I'll just Windows capture Windows capture, chat capture, and me. Where's me? Here we go. Boom. And then, yeah, then I'll just bring that back. Boom, 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 boom. I've already showed that, but it was just some stuff in front of it. Okay, then we go boom, boom, boom in the chat, and we will go. Okay, yeah, so we, that's Clash Mini, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna have a lovely sleep. We got 5 likes on YouTube. Thank you for that. Thank you, Lynn, for moderating the YouTube chat. Thank you to Fix for coming by. Thank you to Shardlight for coming by. Thank you to Greet for coming by. Ali, brief hello, and Gaming Commando, brief hello. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you, Lynn, for being here on Twitch as well. So, thank you to Supercell for the camera, and Supercell was the creator of the game. Thank you to 24times.com for the time below. Thank you to EarServer for the reflection of the screen. That is a paid thing. I'm still happy that it exists, but I'm just like, it's not like it's free. I don't think it's free. No, I'm pretty sure I paid for it. OBS, thank you to the free open source software. Thank you to... Oh, normally I have the chat on the other side. That's why it was like confusing me, and that's why it takes up this space. Oh, no, where's the chat gone? Why can't I... Oh, this is silly. Oh, wait, no, I can do that. Oh, yeah, that, and then move the chat. That's better. Okay, I've moved them here like that. There we go, that's the chat. So thank you to Twitter for allowing me to stream to your platform, also known as X. Thank you to Rumble, thank you to DLive, thank you to YouTube, thank you to Twitter for allowing me to stream to your platforms. I would stream to the other ones, but Restream.io charges a lot of money now on me, so I do not. Well, they charge the same amount to stream to less, so it's a bit annoying. Yeah. Anything else? Thank you, Lynn, for being a member on Rumble. Thank you to those of you who watched my channel on Rumble. I intend to be here and do a video, a stream for when Clash Mini ends. So, that will wrap it up. It will, I think. Have I covered everything? I'll just get the stats up on YouTube. Oh, there it goes. And yeah, we talked about a lot of things. Here we go. Yes. I will just show you the Rootland one. Hey, Clash with Style is online. I'm gonna go like that. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. Clash Style, myself. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's the welcome. Yep. Okay. That, I don't know, it just feels weird. It feels like I haven't covered everything, but I sort of have. I will sleep very well, thank you. Is that everything? It just doesn't seem like it, but I think it is. I could look up the trends, Google Trends for Clash Mini. I mean, I could have done it for all the games and done a whole talk on that, but I've done that before, so don't need to do that. Here we go, Clash Mini. Boom, boom. I do that. I'm glad that we managed to get the game to work past day. Oh, it's on Google Shopping. Silly. Oh, past week. Oh, that would be good. Was it a week ago? Ah, there it goes. Boom. So there must have been talk about it here, and then maybe it was 9 a.m. Yeah, because that was like they're doing the thing in there. Wow, so it was like a big thing, and now it's back to sort of the usual. If we go past 30... Oh, what about YouTube? Similar? Yeah, similar. Boom. Maybe they released it then. If we go to past 30 days... Whoa, it's just that. Boom. Web search, same deal. Past 90 days. Wow. Was the update before then? Past 12 months. Oh, there must be an update then. Yeah. So the big updates. Oh, yes. Wow, they pushed it to the same point as this. Past 5 years. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That was it's like a dopamine hit. Like that was when I was streaming. I didn't get that many people though, but it was like hugely like because this seemed like big, but then you're like, oh what? That's like not even 2 out of 10 of the original people were there for that. There's just like little blips, but yeah, it's kind of sad, but that is the nature of it. I wish that Tencent had not bought Supercell. I wish Supercell hadn't sold to Tencent. But yeah, that is the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad I did it. Yeah, the last gasp. Yeah, so probably just one more final stream on Clash Mini. A lot of history. We've been covering it since 2021. I don't know. It's like Bill O'Reilly is covering things that like actually matter, like news that's like unbiased, and I'm like, I've been covering. It's like, yeah, you've been covering a game, which was, it's cool that we covered it, but it's sort of like there's so many more important things in life to cover. But then again, I think it's fine to have entertainment like this, like Clash Mini 2021. But yeah, I don't know. There are better options in life. But yeah, we had a good run. We got to the top 100 in the game, and we covered a lot of Supercell games. But unfortunately, it did not work out, and so that's just sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles, eh? So yeah, didn't work out for me covering it, and also didn't work out the game itself. So we'll see what happens with Supercell. We'll see what happens with the world. I mean, it's crazy. We're almost April 2024. US election coming up. That's going to be massive. That will be huge. That will change the direction, or not, of the world. So yeah, we'll see about that. How about that? Yeah, I don't know. Just so much crazy stuff in the world. It's just there's so much like it's just weird. Like everything happening at the same time. Like Clash Mini dying in the same month that Trump and Biden secure their delegate amounts. There's just like just all sorts happen. And I bought raspberries this month. All sorts just happens all the time. Anyway, life is an interesting thing. It's very, very interesting thing. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. I hope to see you all again within the next month, give or take. Hopefully sooner, but you know me. Well, obviously it can't be sooner within the next month, but yeah. Yeah, hopefully. Well, you could within the next week, but I won't be streaming. I'm going to be very busy. I'm going to be very busy for the next about 3 weeks. So yeah, probably won't see me in the next 3 weeks. So, but then maybe the week after. It's still within a month. But then I have to decide, do I spend another 20, 30, 40 bucks to get the platforms again, or do I just do it on one? But then if I do it on just Rumble, lots of people won't see me. I don't know. I figure it out.